What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric. Welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and the multiverse. God, I hope we're back in the multiverse, Todd. Please let it work tonight. Please,
I hope so.
please. If you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But if you don't catch us live, you can't win, Todd. You have to be here tonight to win. And we have some amazing kick-ass games tonight. But that's not the main thing. We've got crazy, amazing, kick-ass guests tonight. We're going to tease that here in a little bit. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my Canadian cohort, the man who has a maple leaf tattooed to one of his ass cheeks, Todd Jackson. What is going on, Todd? How are you doing, man?
Hi, diddly, ho, diddly. I'm doing fantastic. It's tomorrow's Canada Day. It's a long weekend, going camping. It's gonna be awesome.
Canada Day. What was that?
Yeah, it's like your Independence Day, but better.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Canada was first. You had to have an Independence Day from somebody? Who did you?
No, it's not Independence. Well, from the British, I think. I don't know.
What?
It's just a day to celebrate.
I don't know. You're just like, I just want a long weekend. Todd's like, yeah. So Todd just got here. He's like, yeah, I was at a barbecue. I brought home like 5 plates of food. So he's got all this barbecue food
in there. Good. I just inhaled it. It was yummy.
You did too. Todd, I don't know how you don't weigh 400 pounds. Every time he comes on, he's eating noodles or something. So how was your week though? Your week was busy? You had a lot going on?
It was busy, yeah. I did a lot of VR stuff and a lot of work, but
yeah.
I'm looking forward to PAX. I just keep thinking about it. We got our press pass approval last week or earlier this week, I guess.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's exciting miles away, but PAX is coming, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, I had a crazy busy week today. Todd, I officially helped launch my first time ever. I helped launch 2 VR games this week, man.
Yeah.
So we'll say congratulations to Solar Black and to Fingergun. 2 VR games launching today on 2 different platforms, but very cool, man. Very cool. And Fingergun's doing really, really well, man. A lot of people are digging it, so it's really good to see. So yeah, congratulations to them. Todd, we have an amazing couple of guests tonight, but the first one, we guys, the Fox is here. SoulFox is here, guys. How cool is that?
In the house.
Are you excited, Todd? Are you excited?
I'm super excited. Yep. I'm a big fan of his. I've been watching his streams for a long time. It's kind of cool to see.
He's in the video. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's super cool.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah. And then we have we did an interview this week on, what did we do, Wednesday with the Miru studio guys. And we're going to air that a little bit later too. It's a quick little interview. We'll air it, after Fox comes on, but let's do this. I want to get him in here as soon as possible. So let's say hi to our chat, tease the games we got to give away, and then we'll get right into it. So let's say hi to Kyle Main Mother Zucker Kitchings. What is up, Kyle? How are you doing, man? Bacardi B is here. Mike Newton P is here. He says hello, VR peeps. Traveling Man is here. Troy Gillis. We have Scissor PL, Mickey Burr. God, Todd, it's loaded. Kubo 92. What is up, Alex? How are you doing? Let's see. We've got Michelle B. Love Michelle B. She's awesome. VR Spry Guy is here. Ryan Brannon is here. VR Spry Guy, I was looking at some of the Discords earlier. He got invited to go do some gaming tonight with some people, and he said, guys, it's Thursday. I can't. It's Q2C VR Gamer Night. Good man, Spry Guy. I love to see it. Felipe believes a choice Lieres. Okay. Traveling Man, Mr. Tasselhoff. Let's see. Lamplighter, some guy named Lamplighter.
I don't know who that guy is.
Does the game cat Skater Die Punks? I love that name, dude. That's awesome. Says hello. Skater Die Punks says hello. Chris9989, Sim, Wolveraza. Sup, Wolveraza? We miss you, brother.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Orland Hooper is here. Let's see.
Shout out to my niece, Taylor. She's in the crowd. Taylor C.
Nice. Taylor C. Hello to Todd's niece. Congratulations on being his niece. He's awesome. Jesse Jasso is over in Facebook, as well as Diane Jackson. Do you see the restream bot is actually working tonight?
Todd? It's working. Nibbleheinz and Twitch. It's all working.
I know. I love it. Chi-Town D is here. We miss Chi-Town D. We'll see her shortly. We've got God, there's so many people.
So many people in
Jello.
too.
What's that?
Great Miles, Go Ask Alice, Impact.
Holy crap. Pico guy is here.
Sure. All from the multiverse.
Wow. Tyler knows Joseph is here. Hello, everybody. Okay.
Crazy.
Cool. Just say thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. Again, amazing show. We've got SoulFox here. We're going to talk to him about his amazing channel, all the amazing cool stuff he has going on over there. Gooba VR is also here. And then we're going to talk to the Miru guys, and then we got some games. Todd, tell us about what we're giving away tonight.
Oh, we have so many games today. I think we went a little overboard, but
can you really
do it
go
anyway?
overboard?
So,
can you really can you give away too many? I guess you probably can. Yeah.
We probably could. Yeah. Right. Okay, we're gonna give away In Death Unchained.
Nice.
We're gonna give away a copy of Guns and Stories.
That's a great game. That's such an underrated game. That's a fun
It is
game,
underrated.
Yeah.
Of course, we're giving away a key to Fingergun to celebrate their launch. We're giving away a key to Vacation Simulator.
Good one.
We're giving away a key to Little Cities VR, thanks to the boys at End Dreams, because today is their hand tracking update for Little Cities. So we're giving away a key to that one as well.
Hell yeah. Jimmy Bowers and End Dreams and Purple Yonder. And they got a new community manager. They're getting so big over there.
Yeah.
Jimmy can't handle it all. So he's got a new community manager, and he introduced himself to us this weekend. Seems like a really, really cool guy, right?
Yeah, I'm just pulling up his name. I think it was Shane. I think his name was. No, Scott Emson. He's the new community manager for Little Cities. And, super nice guy. So
welcome to the community. Yeah, welcome to the community, and you have a great game, man. You guys have a great game, and End Dreams is the best. We love them. We got a sighting from Mash Mama Cool in the house, who is not here. They left me, Todd. They left me. I'm by myself. They went to the shore. They went to Jersey. They went to the Jersey Shore.
Oh no,
they did. They're swimming it up in Atlantic City. I'm all alone, man. I'm all alone. All right, guys. We have some cool stuff, but I don't want to go any further. We actually have a T-shirt we're giving away too. Did you say T-shirt? You might have missed it. I might have missed it.
No, I forgot about that. Yeah, and a T-shirt.
We got a Q2C VR Gamer T-shirt we're going to give away. But before we go any further, I just want to get him in here because I've been so excited to talk to him for a long time, and he's really cool. And I know you guys want to hear from him too, to get to know this man a little bit. Hello, Fox.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, man. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, and thank y'all for having me.
It was like a
awesome to see you.
Yeah, we were like, when we started to think, I'd love to get, because we're on this kick of we really want to get some content creators in here just to talk about them and talk about the channel. We love the backstories of everybody and how they've had to get to where they are. And you were one of the first ones that were like, well, we got to get him in here. This would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think our first introduction, especially you and I, was during the SideQuest birthday announcement video thing that I had you do, and you did a great job. It was awesome. That whole video turned out really good. So
it was really cool to see how many people actually took part in that.
Yeah, right. It was cool.
Yeah, it was funny too because we had like even more people like afterwards like, oh, can we get in? And I'm like, oh my god, we just got done editing. We can't. And actually, Todd ended up sticking somebody in late. What was it? It was like Sebastian on or somebody you stuck in late.
Might have been Sebastian or Beardo. I stuck in late. Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool that how so many people came together and wanted to do that. Like even like Kaz and Cherry were on vacation somewhere, and they were just like, yeah, we'll do it from our couch on our hotel. We're like, cool, yeah, heck yeah. Well, yeah, let's talk Fox, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, there's a lot of people here that you have a huge channel, number one, so you probably got a ton of people that already know you. But there's probably not a lot still that know your story and know a little bit about you. So let's talk a little bit about that. Tell us a little about yourself and a little bit of your backstory.
Yeah, so I am Fox. That's actually my name too, so that's what I go by. I'm 27. I've been gaming, man, as long as I can really remember. Like way back on Atari, SNES. Like I've been gaming for ages, and I've always enjoyed it. I've always wanted to do YouTube. I tried it for many years, and I failed for many years. And I finally saw virtual reality for what it was. I saw some videos online, and I grew up playing like a lot of MMOs. I was super into World of Warcraft, like absolutely loved it. And I saw these guys on a channel called Node, and they were playing this game called Orbis, and it's like a VR MMO. And I'm like, that's so cool. I'll do this every day. And now I could actually do it, with my hands and inside the virtual world. This is gonna be so awesome. And so I went out to Best Buy and I picked up a Oculus Rift. Nice. And man, I played for maybe like 5-6 hours the first day I got it, and I was so excited. And I didn't really realize all the
Could
precautions.
you walk the next day?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So it was this was like kind of in the wintertime, right? So I'm inside, and the area of our house where I'm at is like it's either super hot or exceptionally cold. And so I had on like sweats, long sleeve shirt, hoodie, like stuff you don't need to be wearing whenever you do VR, especially your first time. And so
Yeah.
I went from like game to game. I played Orbis, and I was like, oh, that makes me feel a little bit weird. Maybe I'll try something else. I'll be okay. So I went on to Echo Arena.
Oh
That
boy.
didn't help.
No,
So yeah, after
definitely not
these 6
helping.
hours, I was just like, you know what? I'm kind of tired. I'm just gonna go
I
to
think I'm
bed.
gonna
And
throw up.
I woke up the next day and I physically could not like stand. I was like, there's something severely wrong with me. I don't know what happened, but I'm not okay. And I finally realized what was happening. I was like, this VR stuff's making me really sick. I'm gonna have to return it. And I was adamant about it too. I was like, this is not worth it. As cool as this is, there's no way in the world this is actually worth doing every time I'm getting sick. And I finally looked into it, saw there's ways people are getting around this motion sickness, and I still find it funny to this day because like that was almost my turning point where I just gave up VR. Like after the first day, I was like, it's not worth it. It's cool, but definitely not something I want to keep doing.
But look
So
at
I'm
you
glad all
now.
that worked out.
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah,
funny.
right.
It's funny how many people that does happen to, right? Where they
Yep.
get into VR for the first time. They're like, oh, this is going to be a great experience. And then all of a sudden, they're like sick. And they're like, that's it. I'm done. And they put it away or they go return it. They don't ever come back. So
No.
it's funny. I try and tell people so many times, just give it some time. Give it a
Yeah.
little bit of time and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the people probably can get through it if they just give it a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I actually kept it is because I found other people online that were having the same issue. Like, if I didn't see that, it would have been gone. Like, I was not wanting to continue doing this. Even to this day, and I've been in VR for, I think, 4 years now. If I play a racing game, it knocks me off my feet. I can do it for a little bit, but after a while, it takes me out.
Can't do it. Yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
crazy. After
Yeah.
how many hundreds of hours you've
Right.
put into virtual reality, and it still can affect you. Yeah.
It'll still mess me
Todd's
up.
that way too, right, Todd? Because I
Yeah.
remember we played. What did we play? We played that mech game in
Roll-a-mech.
Roll-a-mech. Remember we tested that game early, and you got so sick. You're like,
I was
You're
on
like,
the
"I gotta
couch
get out,
upstairs.
guys."
My wife's got a towel on my head. She's bringing me gravel tablets. And
Right?
it just kicked my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah, I
It's,
mean, you spent hundreds of hours of it. So certain it's certain games too, because
Yeah.
it's just is you never know, and it's sometimes it's frame rate too, right? Sometimes it's not even
Yeah.
it's VR.
That's
It's just
true.
the frame rates are bad, and
Yep.
when you have bad frame rates right in front of your eyes, it's not good. Alyssa Burdett is in chat, and do you know who that is?
I do. That's a good friend. So,
That's awesome, because I didn't want to read it out if it was somebody who you didn't know. It'd be really weird.
Yeah,
But they
I
said,
was like, "Oh, that's kinda
they're
weird."
so
Yeah.
proud of you.
Right.
And they love you. And you should be proud. You have a ton to be proud of, and I want to get a little bit more back into your backstory because you kind of like grazed over really fast, but a lot of failure, right? It's not easy to get to where you are. So
No.
congrats to you, and hats off to you for sticking with it, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people get into this, especially YouTube and Twitch, and they get into it and they have a couple of failures, or it takes them more than a year, and then they just kind of give up, which is okay. It's okay for everybody, but you stuck with it. So good for you. And then look where you are now, 70,000 plus subs.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's there are definitely a lot of lessons. I started YouTube essentially to make, as goofy as it sounds, like funny moments with me and my friends playing like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, because I wanted that for my memories. I was like, this is something I can go back and watch and have a good time. And I remember going back and looking at those videos, and I had like this exceptionally terrible little desktop mic, and like it peaked every time I spoke. Like it was terrible. But I did this for like years because I loved it. And I moved on to a few different things. And I finally tried VR, and it stuck. And like my mission I've had ever since then is just I want to show people what the virtual world has to offer through my eyes. And so many opportunities come out of this. I was actually in college right before this, and so I went through college, had a great time. I actually wanted to go learn how to work with my hands because I've grown up around tech my whole entire life. I was like, I want to, if I need to fix something, I need to know how to fix it. So I went for a while, and as I was coming out of college, it just seemed feasible. I could either go get a job at this wage, or I can actually do YouTube, and it's about the same wage. And I was like, you know what? I'll try it for a little bit. If it doesn't work, I still have my fallback plan. And by the grace of God, how I see it, that's like it worked out. I'm very thankful for it. So
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a great story. We have Alex VR has stopped by. He says, well.
Fox
What
is
is
too
up,
good at
Allie?
games.
Yeah, he is too. I remember we jumped into a game recently. It was me, you, and Z Storm, and a few other. We did Alvo together. Remember?
Alvo,
And
yeah.
holy crap,
Yeah.
dude! I'm playing with Z Storm and Fox. I'm just getting wasted. I'm just getting hammered, Todd. I'm like, this is not good. I mean,
I watched the videos. I know.
and then GT came in. He started killing me right away. It was, and then we ended up playing. I think Fox, you left. You had to leave, but you left, and then Lonely Viper came in. So I'm like trading Fox for Lonely Viper.
Yeah, he's even scarier. He's a menace whenever it comes to VR FPS shooters. He's scary.
Oh my god, you guys all are good.
So cool.
Z Storm is good. You're good. I mean, you guys are all really really good. It's fun, but we had fun playing it. It's so fun when you can get in with other creators and do those kind of things because it is work. You know what I mean for us all to make these videos, but when you can get in there and still have fun doing it,
sometimes just have fun. Yeah, exactly.
What makes it worth it, right? That's what makes it worth it. So tell us a little bit about, how you started in gaming to get to VR. So you went out and got your headset, you got into VR and you said, okay, I'm going to make a VR channel, or was it just, I'm going to make a regular channel and it turned into a VR channel?
Yeah, so the SoulFox Gaming channel itself was already it was a gaming channel. I think I uploaded Let's Plays for a little bit and then I just stopped. I was like, it's just not something I want to do for a while. And then I just looked into how to record VR. Searched a lot of different things on YouTube, and then Rec Room came along. I started to play that, and I was like, this game is goofy. It's kind of right up my alley. You can make your own fun, and just started teaching myself how to actually do it. And it was kind of cool back then because nobody had the perfect way to record. Everybody's like, you can have two different lenses on the screen, it just looks weird, and then you find this one little niche video where somebody's like, I understood how to crack the code, how to film properly. This is how you do it. So whenever I'd find stuff like that, I was so excited because I could learn how to actually do this properly. And I kind of just went from there.
Yeah, so self-taught with all this stuff too, right? So I mean, it was early on for you. So you were everybody was new. 4 years ago, everybody was new. So it was like a feeling out project. There was no hey, let me go Google this or let me go to YouTube and figure out how to do this. There was none of that. It was just all figure it out, grab stuff and start figuring stuff out. And with VR, it's all trial and error, just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. I mean, we're still there. I mean, I'm still messing with the standalone Quest, trying to make sure I get good footage, when I'm streaming standalone.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of trial and error. And same thing with running a YouTube channel. I didn't know anything about making a brand, marketing, anything like that. So I've definitely had plenty of failures, but it's a learning experience, and you have a good time as you go and try to make the best of it.
So 70,000 subs now. What do you think was your breaking point? Where did you get to when you where were you when you said this is it? I'm going to start doing this full time. And where was kind of that breaking point where you said I am a success now, or I can do this and this is really working?
Right. I think it was right around 40,000. It wasn't to the point where it was I was making great money, but it was enough to be stable.
Mm-hmm.
Coincidentally, that was one of the worst years of my personal life, and so I was like, you know what? Everything else is in shambles right now. I'm going to actually focus on this. I'm going to make this my job and put my heart into it. And it paid off. It took off. And but that was definitely the defining moment for me. There was one more where it's not necessarily going full time, but it was the point where I felt like people actually believed in what I was doing. And so, I had put so much time into Rec Room, and that's one of my main games I always go back to. And they reached out to me, they're like, hey, we appreciate the stuff that you're doing. We would love to actually create an item for you and put it in the game. And I was like, that's so cool. I would have never imagined that as a kid. I was like, that's awesome.
I made it. I've made it. I'm in a video game.
Yeah. And they're like, so what do you want? And I was like, whenever I started VR, I always used to wear headbands. I always had bandanas because I had long hair, super, people used to mock me, call me Jesus because I had super, super long hair. And I was like, yeah, let's do a headband, kind of something out of Street Fighter, tied in the back. And so they came back to me and they showed me, and I was like, that's where I finally believed in myself. I feel like I was like, that's, if somebody can believe in me this much to do something like that for me, I ought to be able to believe in myself and just kind of dive in.
That's awesome, man. It's such a good story. And it's funny how these things happen. Like you said, you weren't having a really great time and you just decided this is what I'm going to do. And and when you make these decisions, it's a scary thing. So sometimes, and when things are not great for you, and it's just easier for you to okay, screw it, I'm going to do it now anyway. So just do it. Because if everything is going great, sometimes you don't want to make any changes, right? And it's weird. It's almost too scary to make changes. So you kind of need those things.
Yeah. It's kind of like a trial by fire, before I was kind of comfortable, didn't feel like doing it. But when everything kind of fell down, it was like, I have a choice to make. I can go for it, or I can just kind of be miserable, remain what I'm doing, and yeah, like you said, you just got to go for it sometimes.
I love it, man. I
Awesome.
went back and I watched a video. It was a couple days ago. I watched it might have been at 40,000. You did a day in the life with SoulFox, and you
Yeah.
like woke up in bed, and you're like, you had the camera on you, and you followed yourself through the entire day. It was like one of the funniest things in the world. You went to Olive Garden and got lunch, and you got like a speed bag. You went and bought a speed bag, and it was a cool video. It was good. It was a cool like little give back to your community to show, this is what we go through, and this is what this is like a day in my life.
I don't live my entire life inside the headset.
Right.
Exactly.
I do leave my house every once in a while.
It's like some people, especially like younger viewers, I think it helps for them to see that, because a lot of people are like, they get so excited to see him. Like, I'm a normal
regular
dude.
guy.
Like, I literally turn on a camera, record myself acting like a fool, having a good time. That's all I do. Besides that, I'm a normal guy. So,
Yeah. Right. It's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's funny how people think like that's like, you're like unapproachable or anything like that.
Right.
And it's like so far from the truth with most everybody that I've met in the content creation world. Almost pretty much everybody that I've met has been super approachable and super helpful to anybody, excuse me, that's wanted to try and, come into the into that world of content creation. And and you now are an Oculus ambassador. I see you wearing your sweater. I mean, that's for your hoodie.
Yeah, I was actually freezing like right before this, so I just went and grabbed a jacket. But yeah, so yeah, I'm an ambassador now. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's so weird because like whenever it first started out, there was very mixed feelings about it, especially from everybody. They were like, either people were happy.
Yeah. Did you come out to your community and tell them right away?
Yeah, absolutely. I told them exactly what it meant, and like right down to the wire. This is not changing my content. Essentially, I'm doing what I was already doing beforehand. It's just now it actually has like a label on it. I'm just working with developers to help bring y'all new content as fast as I can. So it's like getting early access to games, doing giveaways. Like I said, stuff I was already doing. It's just now we have a name.
Easier. Now you have a backing. Now you have yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how people are. I mean, it's very strange. Like I was looking at Thrill Seeker had a tweet the other day, and he put up it was a comment from one of his subscribers that said, appreciate all you do, but I'm out. You said some nice things about Meta, about the future of Meta and all these headsets they have coming. So now that you've said something nice about Meta, I'm no longer going to subscribe to you. And I was like, how do I win here? You know what I mean? He's like, I'm probably one of the biggest criticizers of Meta and what they do. I come out and say one good thing because I think they deserve to be said, and then I have somebody who he just decides to unsubscribe. You know what I mean? Right. So it's tough, right? You don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, you have to be truthful to yourself. Like Thrill, he's not a guy that's like putting on super support for anybody. He's a guy that displays the news. That's what he wants to do.
Right.
But us, I will gladly say I'm happy to be where I'm at with Meta. Do I support all the stuff they do? No, I don't think a single ambassador in the whole entire group does. But like we're there for the video games. We're there for the quest. Like that's why we're there. We're not going to agree with every single thing that any company does. Doesn't matter who it is. It's just you're there to support the things that you believe in. And so I believe in the quest. I believe in what they're doing. I definitely want it to improve. So I'm going to be there to try to help improve it as much as I can.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is, and then the same thing with us too. I mean, we get criticized all the time because we're Q2C. Even though it's Quest 2 community, we that's what we started in our Facebook group, and we've branched out from there. But people just think that we're like Quest master or Quest shield, master or Meta or Quest shields, and that's just far from the truth. I mean, we are all about virtual reality. We don't care how you consume it. I can care less.
No.
It could be PlayStation VR or Valve, HTC. There's so many ways to consume it, but we all have to admit what Meta has done for the market and or what Oculus has done for the market. And I don't know if VR would be where it is today without it. So
yeah, there's no way. I agree completely. Yeah.
You got to take the good with the bad, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about games. Now, you're a huge Rec Room fan. You do a lot in Rec Room. Tell us a little bit about Rec Room, and then I'll have you and Todd geek out a little bit on Township Tales because I know you're a fan of that too. So I'll just sit back and let you two go on about Township Tales.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Eric's a Rec Room fan either. Have you ever been into Rec
So
Room?
this is a funny story, which this is not about me. It's about Fox, but I'll tell you the story. So I didn't with the Virtual Strangers. We do this show called
right.
On Location, and what we'll do is we'll take a developer from another game and or community manager from another game. We'll bring them into a different game and play with them. So we took Jimmy Bowers from In Dreams and we kind of brought him into Rec Room and we all got into Rec Room together. And that was my first time in like 4 years in Rec Room. And now we played like
there's a laser tag or something.
There's a Robotron game or something like that.
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron. We played that, beat it. We beat it for the first, like 4 of us went in there and beat that game for the first time. And we did a couple of content of user created things too. But that was really my first time in there in a long time. And I probably only spent, before that, maybe 20 minutes or so in the Rec Room. But I think it's really cool. I just don't get in there enough. But tell us about your love of Rec Room. And you have so much fun in there. I watched some videos.
So much content. Oh my God. Yeah.
God,
and they're hilarious.
I appreciate that, guys. Yeah. So I love Rec Room. The reason being is that it's an infinite game. As long as it has a community there, the game does not end because the developers don't have to constantly put out new games because every single day there's tens of thousands of rooms that are being made. And so I love being able to go in there and you can type in anything. If you want to find some place just to hang out and look at scenery, there's people that do that. There's people that make their own stories. There is escape rooms. That's actually one of the things that got me so intrigued at the start. I was like, I love these puzzles. I love figuring out how complicated people can make it. And so they have extremely helpful tools whenever it comes to recording and streaming. And so I think that's one of the reasons I go back. And just the community, they're so kind. Like there's definitely, you're going to have the good with the bad. You're going to have that any place, but for the majority, it's a lot of very kind people. So it keeps bringing me back.
Yeah, for sure. I think you have a massive fan in chat. Zentro says SoulFox. Can you say my name? I'm a massive fan.
Zentro, yeah, he's actually one of my moderators. He's
so he's playing. He's playing. He's trolling on you.
I love it though. That's good. What's up, Z?
Zentro, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by and saying hi.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it. So, all right, go ahead, guys. Township
Well,
Tale.
but before we get into Township Tale, with Rec Room, have you got like your 5 or 3 go-to games that you?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
You just have to hit on when you get in there. Like I appreciate that you like to go in and search and experience new things because there's a ton of things to do in there. But there's got to be something that you always go to.
Yeah, so I think anytime I'm streaming, at least 2 out of these 3 things always pop up. It's either Rec Royale, which is like their battle royale, paintball, or laser tag. Those are like 3 solid games.
Those are my 3 too. Yep, every time. Easily to jump into. You don't need a lot of time to play them.
Yeah,
and there's always people in there.
Right.
How about the Rec Rally? Have you done that?
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, it's good.
I have. It was fun for a while, but like I said, motion sickness after a good bit, it hits.
Yeah,
even in there.
That's right.
Yeah, any racing game gets you, man.
I've had some bad.
Have you tried the fan and all the other things like the band, the wristbands, or whatever people are?
I usually have a fan. I have something with ginger. Like I've tried just about everything, and it's just knocks me off my feet. I've had different recording sessions where we were going through it, having a good time. Maybe 15, 20 minutes in, and I had to like physically just lay out on the floor because it just could not stand.
It's too funny with Rec Room too because I just love that it's there. I mean, think about if you're a young kid, you're 14 years old or so, and you get a Quest 2 for Christmas or your birthday or whatever.
Yeah, and
you don't have a lot of money to go get games. I mean, you can get Rec Room for free, and you have almost unlimited stuff you can do in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different things you can do in there.
Yeah, and like there's like you said, it's free. There's so much to do, and even if you don't have money for a certain game, like 9 times out of 10, somebody's recreated it almost to a T inside of Rec Room, which is impressive to see how they can take the circuits and the gadgets and everything that they're provided and just make their own games. Like it's impressive. I'm not a builder myself, but like anytime I see it, I'm kind of dumbfounded and shocked. I'm like, how did y'all do this?
Yeah, totally.
Seriously, I love that they give the tools to the people to do these things too, because there are some super creative people out there, and for them to be able to have tools to do these things is great. It's like on PlayStation with Dreams.
Yeah,
Dreams is a great platform for people to build into, and I love seeing user created stuff. It can be so good.
Mm-hmm.
Alex VR says kids will be so nostalgic for Rec Room in the future. Yeah, so 10 years from now, people are like, I remember when I played Rec Room when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, the with Rec Room, going back to your kid story of getting one at Christmas. A lot of kids get these headsets and don't have friends that have headsets.
Yeah.
So then what? And then they're playing games. They're trying to find games to play by themselves or whatever. Rec Room is such a great place to find. There's, like I say, there's so many people in there all the time that it's just a good community. And you're right. The good, the bad. There is the squeakers, the kids. You got to figure out how to mute them right away. And Rec Room is one of those games that's implemented some easy hand gestures and buttons on your watch and all kinds of stuff to mute people right away if they're annoying you. And I like that.
Yeah, I find it funny that, like, you know, we talk about how simplistic it is and how well it works for a kid. You quite literally walk up to somebody and hold your hand up like you're telling them to stop, and they disappear out of existence. They're gone.
They disappear, yeah.
And so I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, you must get like noticed in there all the time, right? I mean, you must have people come up to you all the time when you're in there, right? And when you're trying to record, and usually everybody's pretty good with you, right?
Yeah, they're pretty chill. A lot of people, they're very very excited or overly excited, and it's just like, you know, same thing. Hey, how you doing? And once you walk up to somebody and approach them, they're fine. It's just at first they feel like, you know, you are unapproachable. You just got to remind them, hi, how you doing? I'm playing the same game. Nice to meet you. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, let's go play together. Let's go do something.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Township Tale.
So you did a series of Township Tale when it first came out, but you did it without the game really in mind. Like you did it with let's see who can run to the end of the map faster, who can take the most scenic pictures. You know what I mean? Like, it had nothing to do with the game.
Right.
And now you've decided, you know what, we should actually go play the game and see what this is all about.
Yeah.
What made you decide to go back?
That was a long time coming. So a while back, we actually did VR Minecraft, and it like had a blast with it. I think we made like 17, 18 different streams. At the very end, we opened up our server to the community. Like it was something we thoroughly enjoyed. And it was essentially just something for myself, my mods, my friends to hang out, have a good time, and could, you know, create content while we're doing it. And, you know, we kept talking. We're like, we need to go back. You know, they've updated the game so much. And we finally decided, you know, what if we actually learned how to play Township? Because we've never played it properly. Like anytime we've gone to do something, we've done the complete opposite of what the game actually tells you to do at the start. You know, we went and climbed the climbing tower, which was still to this day one of the hardest things in VR, hands down. Like it's a pain in the rear end. It is tough. You know, I got hired for work. They're like, can you go do this like snapshot challenge? I'm like, cool, sure. Still don't know how to play the game, but I will go and do it. I will go and have a good time. And so we just ran around taking pictures. Like it had nothing to do with the actual game. It's just go take cool pictures. Got it. I can do that. And then, you know, this came around. We're like, well, should we actually try to play the game? Try to learn. And it's been more fun than I even like anticipated, because they're like, the game is so detailed. Like, you know, there's so much to do in it. Creating a weapon takes so much time. Going and finding stuff takes so much time. You know, I think right now we're deep within the
forging and smithing and
it's complex. You're building your own town, your own little civilization, and just there's so much to it. It's keeping us preoccupied for a while. I think we're on episode 8 coming up soon. I think we're doing that Sunday.
Wow.
7's live.
7's okay, yeah. So we're going to 8 next, and then I'm thinking we'll probably end it by hopefully 11. But like, I mean, there's still a lot to do. Like we have
these goals. Are like 2.5 hour streams.
Yeah, like we're moving nonstop trying to get stuff done.
Yeah.
I literally went into that game when they first launched it. The devs asked us to go in and take a look around. Yeah. I went down into a cave. I lost my torch. I died.
All he had was a torch. He went to the bottom of the.
I've never been back.
Went down 2 levels. He's like, "Come get me!" I'm like, I
can't get out. I have no torch. I have no torch. I can't see. I basically have to die, and I'm stuck down there.
Yeah.
It's hardcore, man. That game's hardcore. I mean, it can take you hours just to make a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love it. Todd's favorite.
I love those kind of games. Like I was a World of Warcraft junkie. I beta tested it and played it for 15 years. I was just obsessed with that style of RPG.
Yeah.
And Township Tale hit all the nails when it first came out.
Fox, are you a big Zenith fan? I mean, because you don't really create a lot of videos in Zenith.
No,
right?
I don't do too much with Zenith. I know whenever it first came out, I was a big fan of it. Even before that, I was testing out the alpha, and I thought it was great. I was like, you know, this does have a lot to offer. It did die off quickly, a lot faster than I thought it was.
Yeah.
But it also had a lot more traction at the start than I thought it ever would. Like it was one of those games that kind of blew out of the water for VR. everybody wanted to try it. They wanted to get in there, and everybody loved it for a month, maybe a month and a half, and then it just people didn't have anything else to do because they powered through it. Like people wanted to play it so much that they got to the max level, and they're like, now what?
Within a
what
week,
do we do?
yeah. Some people days they got to the end.
And I mean, they've got new stuff now. I went in recently and tried out one of their new dungeons, which it was great. I loved it. The new enemies look great. Actually, going inside of an instance was rather cool, and they're updating it. I'm hoping they still have that player base to where they can continuously bring people in, release stuff. But I feel like it has to be quicker with something like that because people, like you said, they're going through it quick. Z-Storm, perfect example.
Oh my God, right? Perfect example.
He was like, I love my buddy. He was obsessed. Like the number one guy for this. Like whenever it at launch, he was streaming it. He had massive numbers. Like he had never had that those many views, and like it was just blowing him up because everybody wanted to see what this game had to offer. And he was the one that was going to show you, like, this is the in-game content, why everybody else is still level 3.5. Like, he was flying through it.
No, I remember early on, he was like in all the cooking challenge. He was like doing, people were still like level 1 or 2, and he's like done everything. And all he's got to do, he's like, I'm just finishing the cooking challenge. And I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, I remember getting a message from me.
He's like, I can't find oranges. What the hell?
Right. He messaged me. He's like, dude, I just had a whole stream where I just cooked. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I didn't have anything else to do. I just cooked.
But people ate it up. They loved it, man.
Yeah,
they were just
3 hours of Z-Storm cooking.
Yeah. I thought that was great. I was like, dude, you do you, man. If they're loving it, and I'll stop by. And everybody's just having a good time. Like, this is what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, he did so well with that too, with like the Twitch drops and stuff like that. I mean, that's a smart thing that Zenith did, and more VR games need to do it. Get into Twitch drops. It's important. People like the Twitch drops, and they're extremely popular. It gets people watching content creators, and it gets everybody excited about getting something that you can't get if you don't do that. So
any other way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really cool thing. So other MMOs, are you excited for anything else? Like, I mean, I know I remember you had done like an interview inside of Rec Room with somebody I watched a video on, and they had asked you about like MMOs, and you were always like Sword Art Online. Were you a big Sword Art fan?
Oh, huge, massive, like that. Watching that anime for the first time, I was like head over heels, loved it. I remember having like watch parties, with my buddies. Each and every week a new episode would come out. We'd all go to one house, hang out, watch it. So there was actually a Sword Art Online experience by Sony that came out a while back.
Really? I never saw that.
Yeah, so it was like a paid, you pay, you get a ticket, you get to go explore this world. They had a free boss fight, which, if you ever watch the show, you're already a fan of it, but actually seeing this monster inside of VR was terrifying. Like it had that fear factor. I'm like, all right, I might die. There's no lockout button. This is bad. And like I wish they would actually put money into it and build something up, because the mechanics were terrible. They were not great. But like seeing the boss run around, attack people, and like the way everything looked, the characters looked, all of it, if they actually invested into it, it would make something incredible. Like it would be really good. But other than that, I don't have too many other VR MMOs I'm looking forward to right now. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that's being built up, but it's just I haven't actually looked at them, haven't had the chance to try them. So
yeah, I think Elysia is the next big one, right? That's got to come. There's a few.
What about like the survival games? Because they're the same kind of concept, but you play by yourself, like Green Hell or Song of the Smoke. Were you a big fan of those?
I actually haven't tried either one of those. I've seen gameplay of it, and it's definitely something I want to try at some point in time, but I haven't had time to invest into it. Like games like that, I want to make a whole series on it. I want to get through it. I want to get to the end. And I was like, just I don't have time for it right now.
You need a lot of time. Yeah.
That's what it is. All these games that you're talking about, they just eat time. And when you're trying to create content, we're constantly having to jump from the next thing to the next thing. And, especially you now too. You spent a lot of time at Rec Room, but you still try and cover a lot of different games. I mean, you just covered Wands, you covered Clockwinder. I saw you did 2 episodes on Clockwinder.
Right. So Clockwinder and Cosmonius High are 2 games that I meant to finish. I meant to finish them quickly, but every single time I would go to, do another episode, some other game would come in. I'm like, okay, I'll push you back one. So now I think Cosmonius High is like 2 months old, and I still have so much to like finish on it, which I'm hoping this month I can push it out, finish it, even if it means uploading every single day. That's a goal of mine. But yeah, there's always something new. I normally stream, what is today? Thursday. I normally stream today and Friday. And both of those
did we screw you tonight?
No,
we screwed you tonight.
Y'all good.
We didn't know that.
No. Wands actually came out today, and so I was like, Wands is coming out. I want that game to be on the channel. I want people to see that. I love this game. That's fine. I'll push back a day, and then I plan on streaming tomorrow, and then tonight actually I had like a really good opportunity to come out, and so I was like, okay, cool, we'll go film this. I'll upload it tomorrow. That needs to be up as soon as possible. I'll push it back another day. So like,
Yeah, right.
it's always changing, and I find it funny because like people ask me like, what's your schedule like? And I'm like, I don't know. It's every single week it changes. Like there's always something. It's always so random. Like I love it. I love this job, but there is no set schedule at all. It's constantly changing.
It's so hard. I don't know how you
Yeah.
do it. I really don't. I mean, thankfully, me and Todd early on decided that we wanted to split the channel. We were going to split the channel and we would create content together. So,
Yeah.
it's easy when we kind of sit there and figure out what we're going to play and we just split it up. You know what I mean? It just makes things so much easier. I mean, we're not full time anyway, but even still, I mean, it's just tough, man. When it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of late nights editing, right? I mean, you must edit constantly.
Yeah, so I do have one editor. He edits
No,
like
that's
my
helpful.
big projects. So I'll only send him stuff maybe once every 2 weeks. Like if I have a big Rec Room video coming out that has a lot of different parts that have to go into it. But for the most part, I do edit pretty much everything by myself. I have a little bit of help with thumbnails, but yeah, it's a lot of work. One day I want to have it's the point where I don't have to edit anything. That would be the dream, and
Right.
I could get there right now. It's just I also like how products come out whenever I make them myself, and so
Mhm.
I want to
Yeah,
wait till I
I
have
like
somebody
that too,
who's
yeah.
able to do that same kind of exact work that I'm doing, and it's
Yeah.
not always easy to find that.
Yeah, it isn't, and it is. It's like being hands on is it's tough to give up some of that creative ability when you're used to creating all that on your own, and making the video is the creative part, but editing is its own creative part, right? and
Yeah.
and sometimes it can be more about the editing and creating and having the whole product come out the way you want it. There's so much post production that goes on that people don't understand. There's
Mhm.
probably, I mean, when you make I try and tell people all the time, you can make an hour video, and that's probably 4 hours of editing for an hour video sometimes, depending on how
Yeah.
long the video is.
It
But
can be, yep.
Yeah, they can definitely take a while, and it always depends on what project you're doing, how much you put into it, but yeah, it's never just it's very rare that it's short and sweet. So
yeah, and then you're constantly having to rewatch your own self do these things, which is always fun.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about games. Just quickly, if you want, give us your 5 favorite games. I know you're a big, you have an Index. You play on your Index. You play on your Quest 2. Do you play on any other platforms? Do you have any other headsets besides
No,
those
so
2?
just Quest 2 and Index.
Cool. So tell us, like, just give us your top 5. They could be PC VR games or Quest games or however you want to mix it.
Yeah,
Like, what do you like? If you're playing for you, if you want to play, I'm playing for me, Fox. I'm not recording. I just want to play because I like it.
right. Man, okay, so Rec Room, that's always up there. Second one, Legendary Tales. So
Great game.
I love like dungeon crawlers. I love being able to go somewhere, find new loot, upgrade my character. I love that. I love games where you don't have to use weapons, and they came out with a build where you can just punch skeletons in the face. And I absolutely love, like, you can even parry things. Like somebody swings a sword, and you can punch the sword back at them, and I think it's hilarious. They actually have a new trailer that just dropped, and I'm so excited for the new update.
I know it's so good, right?
Yeah. So that what else? Man, Cosmonious High is one of them. I've even if I wasn't recording that one, I would still go through and play it. Like I love the quirkiness of it, the cuteness of it. I think it's a great game. Moss is one I love as well. It's
Yeah, that's a good one.
such a beautiful game. I can't wait
That's a
for the
good
next
one.
one to come out. I mean, it's out in other places, but like Quest 2, I can't wait to play that. I'm trying to think if there are any more. I used to be big on Population 1. I haven't played it too much. I played it recently for a stream, but besides that, I haven't played it in a good while. But that was one I actually really enjoyed. So,
I actually burnt myself out on Pop 1 when it first came out. We hundreds of hours in the Pop 1 when it first came out, and then I just couldn't play it anymore for a long time. And I same thing. I recently got back into it and had fun in there again. But that happens, man. Sometimes you just burn yourself out in the game and you just don't want to go back.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where I felt like it was very innovative. Like, climbing, shooting, gliding, all of that just felt so smooth, felt so nice. And I was excited to try it again for a stream. And man, I got absolutely destroyed. People have improved in that game so much, gotten so much better.
Yeah.
I loved the early days when nobody knew what they was doing, and you could tell everybody.
We were all figuring it out, but everybody now is just like, I mean, pinpoint accuracy. Like, oh man, it's rough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. No, they're all.
And it
they're all
helps to have a
figured
gun
now.
stock or something, right? It's like something.
Yeah.
Most of those guys are using some sort of accessory to help them aim.
Yeah.
You can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. That's interesting. I like hearing the different games that you like to get into, and that's fun when it's fun when you to know what you want to play when you're playing for you and not just having to make a video of something. So
Right.
that's pretty cool. Tell us, are you interested in PSVR 2 at all? Are you interested in that coming out and what that's going to mean for VR?
Yeah, absolutely. So I did pick up a PS5 just for that. I bought a few extra
Nice.
games just to as we were talking about not recording, doing anything like that. I'm trying to make myself enjoy video games again because growing up, I love just sitting down and playing some games. So got the PS5. I bought a few games to play, and I am now just waiting for the PSVR 2 to get here. I didn't have the first
Yeah.
one, and so I kind of want to experience the second one, see
Oh,
what it has
this
to
will be
offer,
good
see
for
those
you then.
exclusives.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's so many still good games in the PSVR 1 library. There's so
Yeah.
many good games.
Yeah.
I hope that they make them backwards compatible. So like somebody like you could go back and go play Blood and Truth or go play Farpoint or, Astrobot Rescue
Yeah.
Mission, which is like a little platformer.
So I've been watching Nath recently play his like old playthrough of the Iron Man game.
Yes, that's
like,
another
man,
good one.
I wish I could have played that. Same thing, like I'm huge on superheroes, and I missed out on the I can't remember the name, but like Marvel
Powers United.
Powers United.
Oh,
Man, I
yeah.
missed out on that.
Yeah,
And
me too.
I was so upset. I go back and watch videos like I wish I could have just played that. I know a lot of people bag on it. A lot of people think it's great. I'm like, I just wanted to try it. I missed
Yeah.
it. Like, and it looks so cool. So, but yeah, going having that backwards compatibility, I think would be really nice.
Yeah, for sure. I hope they do it as well. I'm in the same boat with you. I bought my PlayStation to just play PSVR 2 to be ready for it.
Yeah.
But I ended up playing some flat stuff. Go play Returnal. If you like a roguelike game,
I saw that. It did look good.
it's one of my favorites. I don't play a lot of flat games. Like I'll play flat games with other people just because I like being able to get in and play with my friends, hang out. But if I'm going to play a flat game by myself, I would go play Returnal. That's how good that game is. I got hooked on that when it first came out.
You did, yeah.
I didn't want to play anything else.
Yeah.
I actually streamed it, on my VR channel. And they're like, guys, what are you doing? This is a VR channel.
Right. I picked up a few. I got what was it? Hitman, and then Final Fantasy, the remake, and Spider-Man. And I blew through Spider-Man. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Did you? Was it the Miles Morales one, or was it just
Miles Morales? Yeah. So I had
really
the other one for PS4, and I loved it.
Alex says Demio ? Are you a fan of Demio?
I am a fan of Demio. Man, I wish Demio did so much better on my channel. I really do, because I love the game, but it's just not one of those games that people enjoy watching, like at least on my channel. And that's anytime there's a new expansion, I will go and play it. Alex is usually one of the guys that's there. Mateo's another one. And I love it. Like the game itself is incredible.
Yeah, we actually streamed it this week, the new map for Virtual Strangers, myself and Wes and Roots, and actually D came in and was our fourth. And man, that game's so good, but it takes so long.
It does. You gotta
Thank
carve
God
out,
they
like,
can
3
save
hours.
now, though, right?
I know. We ended up saving it. We had a really good run going. We made it to the third. We made it to the third level with everybody being healthy and good, and we had to stop it because it was 4 a.m. It was 3:30 or 4 a.m. on Tuesday. This was on Tuesday. On Wednesday last night, we do our Strangers in the Night show, and we that show doesn't even start till 12:30 or so at night. And then we streamed it after we talked about a new game called Wandering in Space. We streamed it. We finished the game after that live on stream for everybody, and we didn't get done until almost 4:30 in the morning, and we died. We didn't make it.
The new Hydra boss, it's rough.
Hard, man.
We figured it out after we lost, but it destroyed us the first round. So,
well, you know what's cool about that boss? It's not just a boss you can go in and like overpower. You have to do certain things. It's a different enemy than you've ever had before, because there's a certain way you have to go beat him. You have to figure out, which I don't really want to tell everybody now, just because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But
no spoilers.
But there's, because you can't even, you think you're seeing the boss, and you're not even really seeing the boss until you do certain things. So yeah, there's a lot more. Todd, wait till you get into it. There's a lot
more to it, hey? Yeah. No, I haven't.
But you need like 10 hours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Too funny.
I need to quit my job.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Just to go play Demio. Yeah, it's too good. I just want to see if there's any more questions for you in chat real quick.
Alex says, if you like flat games, try Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Must be a good platformer on PS5, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Alicia is better looking, better bring if they want to survive. But yeah, all these MMOs need to bring something good, or they're not going to make it.
They've got to be unique in their own way.
Orbis has kind of fallen off the map, since Township
Orbis.
Tale and Rec Room and I played Orbis for a long time at the beginning, but
yeah, I tried Orbis Reborn for a little bit. It was fun. Michelle B says, "Is there a Zenith after party tonight?" There actually is a Zenith after party tonight, so we will all be jumping into Zenith. If you want to come hang out with me and Todd and D and some of the community, as soon as the show's over, we're gonna jump in there and check it out. And, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Fox, come check it out with us. All right, let's let you go. I want to ask you one thing. Give us an idea. What are you looking forward to the most coming up in this next 6 months or the rest of the year for virtual reality, or the next year in general? Where do you think we're going to be, and what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to new headsets. I want some that are they improve on everything we have. Specifically, I want them to have good microphones. I am completely spoiled by the Index. I cannot go back to an Oculus Rift microphone. It's not going to do it for me. I would love some new games. I want people to be innovative. I want them to, create something new, create a new story, a new way to play. Whenever I think of a new way to play, I go back to Phantom Covert Ops. I never saw anything like that. We were sitting down. Who in the world comes up in the right mind and says, "Okay, we're creating a kayak game where you are an absolute just stealth unit taking out everybody. There's going to be explosions. It's an action game." Like, I love the absurdity.
The whole time you're in a boat.
Right. Yeah. And just how incredible was that? I want something like that where you're like,
so good.
Why would this work? And then you try, you're like, I can't believe we never thought of this. So I want to see something that's just incredible, something that just blows us out of the water. I want to see more cross-platform as well. I love the fact that you can play different games with people that are on Index, on Quest, even PSVR. I love that they can bring them in as well. So more stuff like that. But just, more VR for all, better VR for all. That's what I want.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're coming. I think it's it's going to be an exciting,
it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, between now and like next spring, I think we're going to see a lot of stuff, and it has been a little dry for headsets, right? We haven't really seen anything new. Everybody's looking for content. We're all looking for games, and we want content. Content drives the whole thing. But I miss headsets. I'm a headset fan, so
I get that.
I'm looking for headsets too, and it's been a little while since we've had one. So
yeah.
Fox, thanks for being here, man. You this was a lot of fun, man, and you're really interesting. And you know what? You're a really good guy, and you deserve everything that you're getting right now. All the hard work is paying off for you, and I'm really happy for you.
I appreciate that. Thank y'all. And thank you for having me. I do want to say before I go, I love y'all's backgrounds. I know one's like green screen, the other one, they both look incredibly dope.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, we were all green screen forever, and I'm like, I'm finally gonna try and build out my background and just go no green screen and try and figure things out.
I feel that. It's my whole room. It's a green square everywhere. But yeah.
You should see behind this one, the wall's green, everything's green.
It's amazing. I see some of these people do their rooms. I mean, they're like, I have seen them where they completely drape their entire room in green screen.
Yeah.
I kind of want that though, because it's so easy to record in that.
Yeah, it is.
But I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night, and thank you again for having me.
Thanks for coming.
It was really fun having you here. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Okay, guys, go to SoulFox Gaming and subscribe to SoulFox. The content is so really good. You'll enjoy all of it. It's a lot of fun, and cheer and root on a really good guy. Thanks, Fox. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Todd, so much fun, man. That was so good.
He's such a good guy, right?
Really is, man.
Yeah,
I love bringing people in here. Thank you for to Fox for giving us some time. I know he had to get out of there at the end, so I didn't want to keep him too long. I probably could have had about another 40 questions I could have asked him, because really fascinating.
More things were popping into my head. I was typing in chat, and I'm like, no, you know what? We got to just let him go.
Yeah. No, I know it's tough. It's late. You know what I mean? We're pushing him at 10 o'clock at night. And I think he's East Coast as well. So it's getting later on. So maybe we'll do it again sometime. We'll have him back in and go over some of this amazing stuff that he's got going on over there, man. He's got so many things going on in his channel. He really is involved with a lot of stuff, but it was really cool. Let's say hi to D. What do you think? What's up, D?
What's up, D? Hi.
We missed you with the interview. It's tough when we got another person in interview. But everybody say hi to D. Look at you. Your backdrop is all cleaned up, and you're not.
I know.
I love your braids and your.
I know.
So good. You're not.
I have to say thank you to our buddy GT, who helped you get your green screen order. So after we ended Reality Bites on Saturday, we were sitting there and we do our little recap. Todd's like, I got to run, guys. I got to go back to my cabin because I drove home just to do the show. and I had like a huge party to get ready for, so I had to run. So GT sat there with D in this restream room, and they went through all of her settings and they fixed your green screen. It looks good.
Heck yeah. I'm not ghostly anymore. You can see
your
my. Oh yeah, that was the true test, man. Look, it's not.
No, it's black.
I know you can actually see my coffee cup now. It's cool. Yeah, speaking of coffee,
I never could figure that out. Why? Because it should only affect anything that's green. It should never affect anything that's black. So I was confused. That's why
special like that, man.
That's why your hair like going in and out was confusing me to figure that out.
Yeah,
so
you couldn't see the black in my headset.
The outside of the headset, yeah. Well, weird.
So we like. I like
making it all fuzzy. And...
I like your new name.
Yeah, so fucking tired D.
Nice.
That's because some people kept me up until like 4 o'clock in the morning playing Themia.
I'm exhausted.
Oh my god, my customer service level for work today was like.
I can't do this back to back anymore. I'm getting too old for this because I did it. I got 3 hours of sleep on Tuesday into Wednesday, and I got 3 hours of sleep Wednesday into Thursday.
Not sleep, dude. That's naps.
Yeah, really, exactly.
Between the 2 days. Exactly.
And literally, I was like trying to take a nap this afternoon, and it just was not happening. I had so much going on here; it was not going to happen. Alex VR says, "Give me some free stuff," and I think it is time. We let's do a giveaway. Let's give something away, and then we're going to talk a little. We're going to jump into another little spot for Fingergun, a little quick spot to talk some stuff. But we're going to give away a game. Let's give away. Todd, what do you want to give away? Let's give away.
I'm looking at the list here.
Let's give Vacation Simulator away. It's a cool game.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. Says he likes to get 8 hours. He needs his beauty sleep 8 hours.
I don't know what 8 hours.
8 hours would be beautiful. Let me say hi to a few people we missed here. We got Joseph Alcantara, Berbo is here, and Amber Manzer stopped in. Hey Amber, how you doing? Shah Azrael, and some awesome, cool people over there on Facebook, and I'm sure we had a few more. Onikazi stopped in. Onikazi says he'd like more, but he tops out around 5 hours. That's probably all about I can get. Paul Fennessy, Energetic Ruth. Nice.
For me to function, I need at least. I need 6. That's my goal number.
I know, right? I know. All right, let's do that. Let's give that game away, and then we'll get going and test some other stuff because we have so much stuff to give away tonight, guys. It's going to be crazy. We have some amazing, cool games to give away, man. We have this is probably some of the best games we've had to give away in a long time, and there's so many of them. And I have a little surprise I want to show everybody too. Let's stop into the first after this real quick too, Todd. What do you think? What do we got? Dominic?
Oh my, Hussein?
Oh, it's almost Dominic.
Hussein.
Nice.
Nice job, Hussein.
Hussein X, congratulations on
Dom's
winning.
Gonna be bummed.
Yeah, sorry, Dominic. It was so close, man. So close. Congratulations, Hussein X, on Vacation Simulator. It's a really, really good game. My daughter is still in love with Vacation Simulator. She still plays it all the time. Especially with their new content they had. They got some new downloadable content, which is cool. So cool, guys. Let's do this. Let's get into some Fingergun. And we'll do. Me and Todd did a quick little interview with the guys from Fingergun. This interview is hysterical. I love these two guys, dude. They are from Miru Studios. They're so funny. At one point, he was like swearing, right, Todd? And he's like, "Can I swear?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, man, go ahead, swear." So we let him like go to town and swear. So yeah, let's do this interview, and then I have something I want to show you guys. I have a couple of things that I just received in the mail that we're going to be giving away, and I want to show you guys. So let's see the interview, and then we're going to give some keys away. We're going to show this, and we'll do that. It's gonna be fun. So hang in there for the interview. It's really good. You'll really like it. Let's do it, Todd. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's go to the metaverse first. I said that. Let's go to the metaverse first. Cass, are you ready, bro? Do you even metaverse, bro?
And meta, bro?
Is the multiverse working?
He was in there.
Can I pull him in?
We're good. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? I think Todd froze. Is what happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
You can hear me though?
Yeah, we hear you, man. How you doing? How is things going in the multiverse? Looks like we got our jank fixed up, huh?
Yeah, the jank is fixed up, although it became a daycare that I had to mute 6 different kids, and I reported them, and I ignored them, and I let the other 2 people that were trying to watch the show know how to do the same.
Nice. It looks super good in there and clean now, though. Look at that big screen there. It looks really, really good. The fidelity of that picture looks really good in VR, huh?
Yeah, it's actually. I think my stream is working well today too.
Yeah, it looks really good. So I look to your right there. We got a nice finger gun door, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
It's reversed. That's reversed on the screen there. It's to the left in here. But yeah.
Tarzan VR. Still love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we got VR with Jasmine over here.
Hey, Jasmine. We love Jasmine. She's so good.
And then in our room here.
Yeah, I'm back. You brought Jason in and the computer had a stroke.
Oh, really?
Right. But yeah, it's been good. Not a lot of people, but I think the kids might have scared some of them off.
It happens. I mean, it's like anything. You get growing pains until you get enough people in there. People are gonna, kind of like lose. You're gonna get some kids in there, and people are gonna lose interest a little bit. But once you start getting more people in there, it'll even itself out. Who do you got over there? Let me see and let's say hi to.
That's Amy Cat 36 should be. Yep.
Gaming Cat 36. We have a cat.
Amy.
We have
Amy Cat 36.
Amy Cat. Hey, what's up, Amy Cat?
Say hi.
How are you doing, Amy? Thanks for hanging out with us in the metaverse. We really appreciate it, and thank you.
And then you see the little. I don't know if you can see the pink that popped up here. Yeah, that's one of the ignored kids. If you get far enough away, it's like a 20-foot distance. It's Blaze Fox.
Right.
Yeah, he's muted and ignored.
What's up, Blaze Fox? Sorry we had to mute you and annoy you, and because you're annoying. Sorry
about that.
That's the way it works, bro.
That's the way it works.
Well, I tried.
Don't be annoying, Blaze Fox. Don't be annoying, and we won't have to mute you.
I always tell them it's like a movie theater. You come in, people are trying to watch a show, trying to watch a movie. You wouldn't want them talking over, and so I tell them that a few times. But then they kept going. I said, "All right, that's it. You got to stop." And then they got really belligerent, and I'm like, "Okay, you're done."
He's out.
Nice.
He's out. Unfortunately, I don't have official out rules to help everybody else, but I can at least let other people know how.
Yeah, that's probably the best way. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tass. We appreciate it, and we're gonna look at some of your stuff that you made.
I am looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, we'll bring you back in for that.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you, man. Take it easy. Michelle B says Tass is my hero in there. He is. He's like our arm. He's like the Q2C long arm of the law. He's laying it down.
The long arm of the law.
Oh, poor whoever that dude's name was who got muted.
Yeah,
Stop being a douche, bro. Don't be a douche. We don't have to mute you. Unlimited power. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys, that's pretty cool. I'm glad we're back in the metaverse or in the multiverse. It's a big deal for us to be in there, and I'm happy that we're back in there. So let's do this. What?
No, I was just gonna say we're in the multiverse. We're in Facebook. Everything is going right tonight.
Everything is working tonight. It's like
I know. It's awesome.
All the stars aligned for SoulFox.
Planets have aligned.
That's what it was. It was all for SoulFox.
That's right.
Because that dude deserves it. I wanted every platform to see him for sure. So awesome. All right, let's do.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hey, VR with Jasmine.
VR.
Hey, what's up, Jasmine? We're just looking at your room in the multiverse. We were looking at the Jasmine room.
At the Jasmine booth.
Cool. And Jasmine has been a huge help with Fingergun. She's been working with myself and Ashley Riot on launching Fingergun. Congratulations, Jasmine, on launching your first VR game today. It's been a lot of fun, and you're just in time to see the interview with Eneko and Manex from Miru Studios. And we had a lot of fun doing this. These guys are a blast. Todd.
Yeah.
Roll the tape, bro.
Let's roll it.
All right. Thank you, Eric and Todd. We appreciate it. And we are now joined by Eneko and Manex from Miru Studio, and we are here to talk Fingergun. Guys, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for hosting us. We are super excited. Hopefully it will be a really interesting talk to you guys. And yeah, super excited to talk about Fingergun, about Miru Studio, what we've been working on, getting to the deets. That's what people love.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, hell yeah. And as the time of people are actually seeing this right now, the game has launched. It's out there. People are playing it, and I'm sure they're happy as hell. Todd actually just got a chance to play it before the interview, and he just had a ball. I almost had to pull him out of there. I'm like, Todd, we got to go to the video. He's like, you got to go to the interview. Let's go, man.
It's all true facts. That's true. Yes.
That's
so,
great.
guys, tell us a little bit about, number one, tell us a little bit about you and the two of you, and how you came to form Miru Studios, and then tell us a little bit about Miru Studios and when it was founded and where you guys are today.
Definitely. Do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Manex and I always call us crazy minds. We have crazy minds. We've always had crazy minds. We actually know each other from very young. We've been friends for like whatever. We went together to
gazillion years, I would say.
Gazillion years.
Yeah.
Gazillion, I know.
We are currently both engineers. But when we were kids, we had crazy minds. We always wanted to go a step further. We had a lot of ambitions. We really liked technology, any form of art. I don't know. We really liked to do stuff. Until we came across VR some years ago, a couple of years ago. I didn't really know much about this world. I actually was pretty skeptical about the whole VR headsets until one day I tried it and I was just mind got blown. I mean, I didn't expect that at all. And I think we both fell in love. We've always liked video games. I'm actually an aerospace engineer. Manex is a computer scientist.
Oh man, it's amazing because sometimes developers, like I talk to developers all the time, and sometimes they're like, yeah, we don't really even play VR really, except when we're making our games. So a lot of developers don't really play VR at all. So it's cool to see that you guys like love VR. And
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, and we like all types of games. We played our whole life. We've grown with games. Yeah, we love it. I never thought we would work on this on games, but I mean, I'm loving this. It's been such a great journey, full of excitement and troubles and problems but yeah, I don't know if you want to add something on this.
I mean, I think that the best way to summarize what Eneko said is that we always knew we wanted to be entrepreneurs without actually knowing what that meant. You know, we didn't know what being an entrepreneur meant. We just wanted to take our ideas and make stuff, and we wanted to, you know, let's try it. I mean, when we were younger, when we were teenagers, we actually built model rockets. Just because we thought it was fun and we wanted to, you know, build them and try to get them and try to make them better. Maybe we didn't get into you know, having electronics on board, but we would have loved to, you know. So it got to a point where we realized what we want to do is to be entrepreneurs and you know, get stuff going, working on.
Yeah, and SpaceX got ahead of us.
So we were like, Elon.
Oh yeah, man? You guys are the Elon Musk of finger tracking, hand tracking.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I love it. I mean, that's a great story. I love hearing these things. It just sounds like you guys really had a vision of how you wanted to you know, work together and do business, and when you do that, to be an entrepreneur is a scary thing because again, you're all on your own, but to really have your vision come forth, I think you have to be an entrepreneur. You can't work under, you know, with somebody else. If you want your own vision to be, you know, to be seen by the world, you really have to kind of go on your own and do it, right? And you guys have done that. And you guys founded the studio in 2019, right?
Yeah.
And here we go. We're just in the launch of your first game, and it's really, really an amazing game. Tell us a little bit about Fingergun and how. Tell us about how you guys got Fingergun to this point. You know, don't go into the specifics of like how the hand tracking works and anything. We'll get to that. Let's just tell us about the idea of Fingergun and then how you got to this point where we launched today.
Okay, I think I can get this one.
Yeah.
Basically, everything started back in 2019. We, as Eneko said, we discovered the medium. We discovered VR. and we thought it was beautiful. It was like a game-changing thing, a new paradigm to do things. And a little bit later, that's when we knew we wanted to do something related to VR. It was a little bit later when we discovered the huge opportunities for gaming that this market is offering, and that's when we wanted to do something differential. We wanted to do something different from the others, so that we could build a business on top of that. And the thing that got us in love was hand tracking. Back at 2020, that was already beginnings of 2020. Hand tracking was not what it is right now. Facebook did have support. It was barely it was barely a beta, but it was like a really new thing. There was no SDK. There was an SDK, but it was not huge just yet. So that's when we thought, we believe in this technology. We actually think that hand tracking, and we can talk about hand tracking further later on, but we think hand tracking is the revolution VR needs. We compare it to touch screens and in smartphones. Touch screens were actually what made smartphones as accessible as they are right now. And we think that hand tracking will be exactly the same for VR. Of course, controllers will be very useful in the future for some things, but we think my mother doesn't know how to use a controller. My mother doesn't know how to use a joystick and a lot of buttons in the controller. So it is not trivial for her to grab stuff with VR and controllers, but she knows how to use her hands. So we believe it's a super accessible technology, and we believe it will be the way people interact with VR and AR in the future. So that's when we thought, we have to do something with this on gaming. Let's build a game. It was not easy to come up with a game-changing game, but it was at some point Eneko came to me and he was like, dude, I think I know what we have to do. Give me a week and I will bring you something. So he went on, he got like a super simple MVP going on, and it was Fingergun. And it was not a Western thing, it was a super different futuristic thing, but it got the idea of Fingergun. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. We have to do this.
Damn,
this is brilliant.
He's like, give me a week. Give me 1 week.
Give me a week.
I'll blow your mind in a week.
That's
he
awesome.
did. Yeah. And that's when we actually started to do things seriously. We have bootstrapped a lot. We have used lean startup strategies, just because building a game is such a resourceful thing. You need tons of resources, not just money, but contacts and networking and talent. And we knew clearly that we didn't have all of those things just yet, and we needed to validate everything before going further. So we designed a multi-step plan. We got our tech demo ready so that we were sure that with this technology you could actually craft a game. Then we went on to validate the market, validate that people were ready to buy the game. That's when we did the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter did not work out. We didn't get the money. It was not our ultimate goal to get the money. We wanted to see how many people were ready to pay for the game, how much money were they ready to pay for the game. That's when we learned that the game was worth more than we thought. That's when we learned that the Western thing worked like a charm for the game. And that's when we realized that it was a really marketable game. We actually got to be in the biggest VR magazines and media. And this was back in 2021, the end of 2020, the end of 2020. It was a couple of years ago almost. And we didn't have anything. But that's when we actually validated everything we needed to know so that we could get the resources to build the game and be sure that, at least the game was a thing that was worth building. And that's when the journey started.
That's a good thing about Kickstarter, right? Is Kickstarter is such a good platform for not just getting the money, but judging the audience and figuring out what is it they're going to pay if they're interested in this type of technology to begin with. and good for you guys for not taking the loss and getting all deflated, but actually persevering and saying, you know what, we still got the information we wanted. We may not have got the money. We'll get the money some other way, and kept moving forward. Like that was very good for you.
Yeah, it's a great point, Todd. I was thinking the same thing. It's such a good point that Kickstarter. People think that a failed Kickstarter is the end, and it's not. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the Kickstarters, you got to understand, probably don't make it. Some have to go through a second or third profile before they even get close. And you know, again, it's just the idea of putting it out there. But think about it today, though. I mean, nobody knew what hand tracking was when, you know, and when you guys did this Kickstarter. If you did that Kickstarter today, it probably would be hugely popular just because everybody wants hand tracking. Now they know what it is and everybody sees it and what the potential is. So timing wise, it probably just wasn't right. But, you know, I mean, look where you are now. So it's perfect.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I think this is the actual moment when you know we get to be a little bit proud of ourselves and get that medal and be like, you know what, we did that, and we are super happy that we are here, ready to, you know, super happy to have launched the game. We hope it will be a huge success. We hope to get to the store soon. We hope to get to all the platforms as possible soon, and you know, continue working on hand tracking games and get further with you know our idea of what leading this niche is.
Okay, so I'm curious as to why you decided to do a Western theme and not some sort of alien adventure that seems to be the go-to for most games nowadays.
Yeah, I think that question has a very intuitive answer, I guess. As Manex said, we've had a very iterative approach to Fingergun. One of the first things that we learned and that has become kind of a staple for us is that if we wanted to, we realized that if we wanted to make a great game for hand tracking, we had to design it for hand tracking. We couldn't make any game for traditional controllers and just bring it to hand tracking. That wouldn't mean much to us. We wanted to do a game, an entire game designed to be played with hand tracking. And in that sense, the whole idea behind the game, behind Fingergun, is bringing back Fingerguns, just as all of us did when we were young, when we were kids. We just imagined that we could shoot through our fingers, and I don't know, we imagined different scenarios. And until this point in development, Fingergun didn't really have a theme. It was kind of a technical prototype. But at this point, we asked ourselves, like, what would a child imagine that he's becoming when shooting with his own fingers? And the question to that answer, at least for us, was a cowboy. Just like we see at films or in films when we are children. And it just made a lot of sense. We combined that with a cartoon look to the game to bring you back to not childish, but to a friendly environment where I guess resembles what a kid might be imagining in his head. Yeah, that's the reasoning behind.
It's a very familiar cartoon-like environment. Like
I love
something that I would have watched on TV, and now I'm in it.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the art style. The art style is so good. It's just because it's tough to do that type of art style with like brown. And, you know, when you're going Western, everything's brown and gray. You know that it's you don't get vibrant colors, but you do it so well here that it does pop. You know what I mean? When you're in the headset and you're looking, even though everything's kind of like that brownish, tan color, it does still pop in the headset, which is really good. So kudos to the art design.
Kudos to Adolfo, our art director, on that. He did a fucking great job. I'm sorry, I don't know if we are supposed to be swearing.
Hell yeah, no, you can still swear.
Okay,
No worries.
sorry.
Todd does it all the time. He's a crazy Canadian. He's swearing all the time.
Fuck you.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to add one thing because I think it's super interesting as well how we, without actually realizing this much, we knew this could help, but we were not 100% sure how much this could help. This having the theme decided it was going to be a Western, this gave us a huge workbench and a huge space for the game design to be perfect for hand tracking. For example, in the game, we knew from the very beginning you couldn't have your hands going way too way too far away from your headset. But we needed to justify that from a game design perspective. We needed to justify that from an artistic perspective. Cowboys shoot from the hips.
Yeah,
that was perfect. That was perfect. And there are a lot of things that we have been able to cover and we have been able to tie together just because of the theme, just because of how some of the decisions we took a couple of years ago were well thought decisions. So that's another interesting thing. The theme,
I just played it a few minutes ago, and you're right. At the beginning, I was trying to aim. I was trying to line it up, and aim, and it just wasn't working. But you get back down, and it just felt so natural to just. Yeah, I was having so much fun.
Definitely, and that's the thing. A lot of people that have played FPS before, they will try to aim because that's natural. And when you shoot an actual gun, you have to aim. You can't shoot like a cowboy in film. But this is a game. This is a fantasy, and you have to experience that, and you have to try to experience exactly what you think of the hyperbole that it's being a cowboy and trying to be, extremely playful.
This is perfect. This is going to lead us into like a lot of our next questions about mechanics and how this is done, and it fascinates me with hand tracking. I absolutely love hand tracking when it's done well, and it's done very well in this game. Todd, let's take a look at this video. This is a quick video that you guys made that kind of shows a little bit about the mechanics of what you can do and shows you how to play this game with hand tracking because a lot of people don't know how to do things with hand tracking, and you guys overcame a lot of obstacles here, and it's a great video, and let's watch it together real quick. Oh, howdy, partner. Didn't realize you were watching. Want to try Fingergun out? Here, let me share a couple tips with you. First of all, let's work on your shooting. I want you to consider two things when manipulating the finger guns. First one, everyone knows that true cowboys shoot from the hip. You will find that guns will start missing otherwise. And second, the correct way to fire the guns is by pressing the trigger laying on your middle finger with your thumb. The other main thing you have to master is the hook. It will allow you to move around and much more. In order to use it properly, you'll have to follow these 3 simple steps. First, aim. Lightly open your right hand and aim with your palm. Second, launch. Move your hand forward as you open your palm. The hook will launch and latch onto your target. Third, retrieve. Once latched, close your palm and bring it to yourself. Not that complicated, huh? Oh, and before I forget, if you use the hook to execute an enemy or grab the module you leave behind after dying, you'll discover a whole set of other guns by inserting that module onto your left forearm. You are ready to go, my friend. Be careful out there. Yeehaw! That is a heck of an acting job, Eneko. You're so good. You were so good.
I love your hat.
I know you have the best cowboy hat ever. Tell me you wear that everywhere. You should wear that everywhere.
You should have it on right
now.
We
love that. We love that hat.
Yeah, we are actually very proud of our hat. We got a very cool hat.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I was we've been working with this with Ashley Riot, and she showed me like the studio that you guys kind of made for all this. It's beautiful. You guys had like a nice, beautiful brick wall, and you guys set it up so good. I mean, you guys just everything you've done with this game, from the development of it to the production afterwards. You guys really have done a good job, and that was a great video to show how to do it. I mean, because that is some of these things are not easy. Like, let's talk about the trigger mechanic, because what you want to do right away is you want to do this up on top, right? But that's not really how you can do it. You have to kind of go to the side like this. Okay. So why is that, and why do we do it this way?
I love this question because I think this is the best thing we've done by far. I think this is design-wise the best thing that we've done. We have tried so many things. We have tried all the things that you could imagine. We have tried this. We have tried this, of course. And I can tell you, every time someone plays the game without going through the tutorial, they will try to do this. That won't work. They will try to do this. That won't work. And they will try to do this. They won't try to do this.
Right.
I can confirm. I did not try that.
Yeah. The reason behind this, the main reason behind this, is because of haptics. This is the best way to feel one shot every time you shoot. This is the best way. This is not as uncomfortable as other movements. This is super uncomfortable. It can get easily uncomfortable. This is perfect. And of course, we know it gets hard. We know people get tired easily. Of course, this is a VR game. You will get tired even if you don't have controllers. Even if you have to, move your head, you will get tired because you are moving your body. So it is a little bit challenging. But anyways, the thing is that the decision was based on this is the best mechanic we will find for shooting because this is the best thing you can do to feel haptics without having haptics.
Yeah, quickly. I mean, Todd, I'll let you answer too, but I don't know what you just found. But for me, when I first played the game, I quickly found out that this was, the easiest way to shoot it because again, you do get that feedback right there, and you got to remember this is a roguelike game that you are going to have to go through every stage in one go
every
to
time
win.
Yeah.
So you're right. Doing this, trying to do that would be uncomfortable for a long play session.
I'm an older guy and I've got arthritis in my thumbs, so I really can't put my finger on top of my that hurts me.
Yeah.
So this was way more comfortable. I didn't.
Yeah.
It was just perfect. Yeah.
Even to this day, we've seen that one of the main concerns for people out there is comfort. People are concerned that it will get tiring. And for that, only thing I can say is it has been a concern for us actually from the very beginning, from the very first moment. We built the first technical prototype, and of course only us have this information right now. But everyone at the studio has played a ton of Fingergun, and we have sessions of 3 hours straight of testing Fingergun. And there's absolutely no problem with tiredness. We can, you just you can keep shooting, and maybe the first session you play, your muscle can get a bit tired, but it really is no big deal in the long run.
Yeah, to me, it would be no different than using your thumb to manipulate a joystick if you're moving around. I think it would be about the same. If anything, it's the movement of the game. The game, if you're looking for any type of a little bit of a workout, because you're moving your body, you're dodging stuff, man. This is an active game, which I love. I mean, this is very much pistol whip type movement, move to get out of the way of these projectiles, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. So one of the challenges you must have had is how do you move around the game? And the grapple mechanic that you have, or the pull tool, or I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it was ingenious. What made you come to that decision instead of maybe actually moving in your space like T for God does? What made you use the grapple?
This was a mix of some ideas we got very, very early on. We actually thought of a lasso. To move around.
Yeah, that would have been cool too.
That would have been really cool, but we found out it was technically extremely difficult. Yeah, so you have to do it. Actually, you have to do it.
Todd, do that again for me. I want to make sure we get that.
I want that gift.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we found out it was technically a challenge. We already had a ton of challenges at the same time. Right. So we then played a game called Tiny Castles, and they had a similar thing. It was not the same thing. It was a similar thing, and we thought this could be, a thing that we can do and use in Fingergun. So, I mean, kudos on the tiny castles team for coming up with that. We won't steal them from that, but we did. We did give it a twist with Hook. You can not only move around but grab stuff. That was a thing that it was crucial for us as well. And I think it's a core thing of the game that really gives you, an interesting, of course, liberty to move around, but also, liberty to grab stuff and interact with further things that probably is not trivial to do without controllers.
Yeah, I thought it was a huge part of the game, and it's. I love the grapple hook. I mean, the movement. Using it for movement is, I understand. That's a design thing. You need to use that for design, but the game wouldn't be the same game to me if you didn't have the grapple hook to do everything else.
You're constantly using it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to grab stuff, you can actually, you can damage enemies, you can destroy enemies using the grapple hook. Yeah. And when you do it, it feels so natural and so good. It makes so much sense. I find this fascinating how you come up with barriers of things. You have barriers, you have things, you have obstacles you have to overcome, but you come up with design ideas. But those design ideas, just getting over those barriers, helped you build the game, because the game would not, if you didn't put the grapple hook in, to me, the game wouldn't be the same. And you put the grapple hook basically in there probably at the beginning, just to get over the barrier of how do we move around in a game?
Yeah,
definitely.
I'll take a moment to shout out to our programming team for making everything happen. They are great, the three of them, and also, of course, our designer Danny, because many of these decisions are his decisions, or he's had a main role in them, and he's just really ingenious. I think we are super happy with how coherent everything is in the game, because, as we said, the grapple solves a lot of problems we had. We wanted to move around. We wanted to have moments that you stopped. You had to stop from shooting, like kind of stopping a bit moments, and the grapple makes a lot of sense, because it helps in all those areas, and it does. We think it does in a very entertaining and fun way. So shout out to the team.
Breaking the pacing of shooting that can get really tedious. If you are only shooting all the time, and forcing you to do other things. That was an amazing decision. I want to just because we are doing this, shout out to our 3D team as well, because we said Adolfo is behind all the art, and he is, but the 3D team are the ones that actually made that possible. Took that everything Adolfo had in his brilliant mind, everything that he put conceptually in 2D, and took and made a whole world, of Fingergun.
Absolutely.
Seriously, your whole team. I mean, for a small studio, you guys do such great work, and you work all so good together. So yeah, I mean, you guys have a great studio over there. And let's talk a little bit about the breaks that you have in between, because another part of the break in the action is between rounds, you get to go to a slot machine. Who doesn't want to go to a slot machine in VR and pull that slot machine in VR? And so that the perk mechanic here, or however you want to call it, the power up mechanic, or how you get yourself better during the run so you can continue, because as you get farther in the run, it gets harder and harder, and you get more enemies and things get faster. So you have to kind of build yourself up, and this perk mechanic is pretty cool that you guys came up with.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is one of the biggest Danny's ideas, because we did have some of the things already thought before he got into the studio. This was not one of the things. He took a little bit of the ideas we had and decided that this had to be done this way. All the thing behind the cards, we actually have physical cards.
Oh, you do? Look at that!
Names. What?
That's amazing. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
we love those.
we will think about getting a batch of these cars to sell if the game does good enough.
That's cool.
Hell
Everybody
yeah.
loves that kind of stuff, right? You just slap a bunch of
The
those on your
merch.
wall or something, or
The
put a
merch,
little
yeah, the
frame.
merch
Yeah,
is so important. I know.
so
Definitely.
important.
Yeah,
Definitely.
the intent behind we call them upgrades. It's actually we needed a way to make every single run interesting. We didn't want every time you play it to be exactly the same game. So we put an upgrade system, and in the game that works with cards and with the slot machine. It's just a way that makes every run interesting. You can build and upgrade your guns in different ways. You can pick up upgrades that have different synergies with each other, and just makes it more interesting.
Yeah, we didn't have the man hours and the manpower to get a lot of content out there, to get 100 billion billion levels out there. So we definitely had to do something ingenious, and a roguelike or a low roguelite game was something we thought it was doable.
And they're extremely popular right now. Roguelikes are all over the place, and when they're done right, they're great. They're so much fun. It's when people like another wave shooter. It's the ones that are done not well and they're boring. Those are the ones that people don't like. When roguelites and wave shooters are done right, they're so much fun, and they can
give you hundreds of hours of gameplay. Right? Like look at After the Fall, for example.
Yeah,
it's hours and hours and hours of gameplay. And this is going to be no different. Every time you go in, it's different. Every time you go in, you can think, okay, I didn't like that one card that I used last time, so I'm just going to stay away from this whole run and see what happens. Like, it's the replayability is amazing. And roguelite is just
definitely
perfect for that type of environment.
Yeah, and it helps you play however you want to play, and that is also brilliant because we didn't have the power to customization to build something to customize, and people love to customize things, but it kind of gives you the power to get a build that appeals to how you want to play. Maybe you want to play in a more defensive way, and you want to be ready from when that Steve comes. Steve, that's the one with shields. Yeah.
Shields.
Yeah. And be ready to get rid of him fast because you don't like Steve, or maybe you want to be ready for farther in the game.
Yep.
Without giving anything away.
When things get hard.
When things get really hard.
I know. I love it. I mean, I don't want to talk about too much like end game stuff, because there's like a cool little surprise ending that everybody should try and get through to get to the end, because there's a little story here, which is kind of cool, man. This is not just like there's a there's like something going on. Everybody's gonna want to know. Which is really neat, really cool. Yeah, we like the backstory. So we'll just talk real quick about some of the weapons. We like the power ups. There's tons of power ups or tons of upgrades that you can do from different different types of like
shotguns, Gatling guns, and
right. And then you have electric rounds, and there's
Gatling
so many
gun is
different.
so cool because you only have to pull the trigger once, and then it just unleashes. Those were so much fun.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Yeah, and there's just like so many different enemies, and then the waves and waves of enemies. It's amazing how they start getting so fast, and different ones and different types, and just the amount of effort that you guys just put into the different types of enemies is amazing. It's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we are happy because as Eneko said at the beginning, we have a really iterative way of working. And I think that the outcome of especially these kind of things, like the upgrade system, the enemies, the weapons, are the eventual systems or the eventual things that have benefited the most from this iterative process. Definitely, because if you saw the first batch of enemies we had, and if you see what the enemies are right now, the difference is huge, and that's because of the iterative process we've had.
Yeah, it's like the evolution of the game, from when it starts to where it finishes is amazing. And it's been a long process for you guys. And and you're there. As of right now, when this is airing, your game is out there for people to play. People are enjoying it right now. congratulations, and it must feel really good to finally get it out there and cross that finish line. So congratulations.
It does feel amazing.
What's next for Miru? I mean, this is so Fingergun is out there. Everybody's going to be enjoying it and having fun, for some time with this. But you guys are not done. I mean, and you guys are a very active studio. What is next for you guys?
I'd say, this is only the beginning for us. We started the interview saying that we both are really ambitious. We have crazy minds. I mean, from now on, the only thing left for us is to keep applying whatever crazy minds come up with to technology. I mean, I think we want to be for Miru to become a studio that really embraces how technology evolves and just comes up with cool games, cool experience that understands how the technology is evolving, understands the limits of that technology, and just pushes it as far as it can to create amazing games, just like Fingergun.
Definitely. And from my perspective, right now, the best tool we have is hand tracking. The best space we have is VR, and potentially will be AR in the near future. Of course, we want to keep taking everything we can from Fingergun, getting Fingergun to all the platforms possible. We do have some ideas to further develop to get more content for Fingergun out there. But the next big thing for us will be something that hasn't been fully decided yet. But I can tell you that we are really, really interested in, as Eneko said, getting the technology and pushing the technology as far as it can get.
Excellent. I have no doubt that you guys will get there. I always say that, great games are great, but the great people behind them, that combination of a great game with a great people behind them making games makes a great combination. So guys, go out and support this game. If you guys want to see Miru Studio really flourish, take off, go support them. You want to see what their next project is, go support them. Go buy Fingergun. Try this amazing game. And know what you do? You take somebody new to VR and you put them in this, and you take the controllers out of their hands and you blow their minds and you make them play with just their fingers. And that's what you do. That's what this game is all about too. Showing people what finger tracking and hand tracking is all about. So go get it right now. $14.99 on App Lab. Fingergun. I guarantee you'll have a good time. Guys, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
we really appreciate it. Todd, any final thoughts?
No, just go get the game. It's these kind of small developers that need the support of the community, and we wouldn't be doing interviews like this if we didn't believe in them. So I say it's a home run for me. So we'll be dropping links both in the description of the YouTube video and in chat after the interview, and everybody can go purchase it. It's live today.
Hell yeah. Guys, again, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's late for you guys there. We appreciate it. Thanks for being there and doing this interview with us.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been super fun, actually.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
It was fun. I had fun.
Hell yeah, that's what we try for. We want to make sure it's fun for you guys.
Yeah.
All right,
definitely.
Back to future Eric and Todd. We're way better than they are.
Yeah.
They are not way better than we are.
They are. Yeah, that's bullshit.
They're like so old. I mean, they're so yesterday. We're like now. We're hip. We're with it, dude. Good interview, right? Past. Those guys are so much fun, man. Fingergun is just a cool game, cool couple of guys to hang out with, and the interview was too funny talking to them, man. They just were like super happy that they were super happy that their game is out. I mean, to have your first game launched, and waiting years to do this, to get it out there, they were just like, so ecstatic that it was actually finally happening. And then they were just happy to talk about the game, and we just hung out for like an hour or so and talked about that whole thing, and it was really cool, right?
Yeah, it was super fun. I just dropped a link in chat to their app or SideQuest App Lab link, so you can go and install it yourselves because it is totally worth it. I've been watching a bunch of the people in chat, and a shout out to GC13 for that super chat. Appreciate it very much.
Hell yeah, you
$25 super
rock.
chat. Great to see Miru Studio, Mash, and Lamp. Thank you very much, G13.
Yeah, and that was Eneko and Manouche. They are the they're the founders. They're the co-founder and co-founder of Miru Studios. So yeah, they have like, I think they're like 6 or 7 people that they're in that team, and they're really good. I mean, the game is, the game is not, a super deep game. It's a good palate cleansing game, but what it is it's a hand tracking game. It's a way to show off hand tracking. It's a way to get people in and see new things. And you guys know how I am with shallow games. I mean, I don't like them, but when they do something different, that's when I get into them, and that's what drew me into this game. Number one, it's a roguelike, so I'm already into this game already because I love that formula. But 2, it's a cool concept. It's done well. The art is cool. The voice of the guy that's like talking to you during the game is so good. I don't mean me, the guy who was talking in the trailer.
No, not in the trailer. In the game.
That guy's terrible. I can't believe I can't believe they're like, yeah, let's use that. I'm like, really? they're like, hey, we need somebody to do Western voiceover for the instructional video.
And they picked the guy from New York.
They're like, you want to record something? I'm like, guys, I'm as far away from Texas as you could possibly get. My yeehaw is terrible, yo.
What the hell was that, dude?
Yeehaw!
Don't ever do that again.
Don't do that ever again. Yeah, so I was like, holy crap. And and they're like, hey, can we use that? I'm like, if you want to use that, you can use it.
Okay.
But I mean, like the in-game voice in the game is so well done. That voice, whoever did, I don't know, who did that, but the guy who did that voice is awesome. And yeah, just the whole thing is cool. It's a lot of fun, right, Todd?
Yeah, it was a good interview. They were good couple guys. They were totally nervous at the beginning when it was just the two of us talking, and they were like, "Oh, I hope this is going to be good." It'll be fine.
They got into it though in the middle. They were swearing in the middle of it, and everything was fun.
Yeah,
it was funny when he was like, he swore, and then he's like, "Oh wait, can I swear on here?"
Yeah,
like, hell yeah.
Well, we always tell people when we do these pre-recorded interviews that just be yourself, say whatever, and then at the end, if there's something you didn't mean to say or you couldn't say or whatever, we can always edit it out. And so he was like, "Oh, should I keep swearing?" Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, do it. Onikazin says, way to irritate all of Texas. I know. As soon as you heard that voice, all of Texas was like, what is that garbage?
Yeah, unsubscribe.
Yeah, right? It's funny, man. Every time somebody tries to type finger bang, the bot takes it out.
It's catching it. I tried to save a couple of them, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah, it's too funny.
We know the joke, and it's yeah, you're getting blocked.
I love it. It's a fun game, guys. Go support it. It's a really cool game. It's $14.99. You know what I mean? That's exactly where the price should be for this kind of game. It's a quick hitter, fun jump in, show off hand tracking game. It does it really, really well. The idea of the hand tracking, it was so cool in that interview to learn why they did certain things. Because again, you would think you're just going to do this, right? You're just going to do this and you're going to be fine. But that is super tiresome because you're bending your thumb over your forefinger, right? So to do this is just more comfortable.
And I love the thought of that whole grapple thing where you shoot out and then you bring it back. That's awesome. Dude.
I played it for I don't know, half an hour or something the other day, and right before the interview, I jumped in because I wanted it fresh. And I couldn't get that goddamn grapple to work, and it was driving me nuts. I get out and I talk to Eric. I'm like, I don't know, I think it's broken, man. It's not working. But I've been back in since the interview because in the interview I noticed that you don't let go. I let go every time. I'd bring it in and I'd open my hands to see it, but you'd let go of it if you open your hands, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, do you mean when you're grabbing the power ups out of the air? Yeah,
you got to keep your hand closed.
Yeah, so when you hold it in your hand and then you put it on your under part of your wrist, like on down here. Like
if you open your hand to look at it, it disappears.
It falls out of your hand. Yeah,
it falls out of your hand.
Yeah, you got to hold on to it.
I was like,
Kubo92 says $14.99 is the cost of eating out at a fast food place once or twice. I think I'll do myself a favor and get this game. I don't need any fast food anyway. Absolutely. And it's a workout too, man, because you're moving around. Because
that shit shoots back.
Once you're in the level, you're like stationary, right? So you kind of pull yourself around to the level with the grappling hook. But once you're in the level, you're stationary. So the only way to move out of the way of these, incoming objects is to actually move in your play space. So, and you are ducking and dodging and diving in this game, you will move. So this will, the one less fast food meal and the moving of this game, you're all set. You'll lose about 10 pounds.
Yeah, easy.
Well, brother says I'm sold. Easy. Yeah, it's super fun. It's just a fun game. You know what I mean? It's just a really fun game.
And that was
There's
another
a cool,
good
like campy story. What's that?
The good tip was don't do this.
Right. Don't put it out in front of you. Yeah.
And I was trying that at the beginning. I'm trying to aim those guns.
Yeah.
And it's a hip game. You just sit there and just fire off your hips. And once you get the swing of it, it's super comfortable. And yeah, it was cool.
Diane Jackson says Facebook was lonely. I thought I'd jump over here instead. We appreciate it, Diane. You guys can be, please, if you guys feel you want to come to over here, wherever you guys want to consume our channel, we're cool with that. That's why we have all the options available. Thank you for stopping over to Facebook. It's good to see you. And you're right, because you can't. It's hand tracking, right? So it's like anything else. If you go out here too far, you're going to lose it. If you go out here, you're going to lose it. If you do this, you're going to lose it because of occlusion. You got to remember where those cameras are. You know what I mean? And they're kind of like focused down a little bit. So perfectly is to like have your hands, like your elbows at your side and shoot
like 90
this,
degrees.
like almost like they said, from the hip. That's how you want to shoot. You kind of, and you don't have to worry about aiming because it will kind of self aim the shots for you. If you get it close, it's going to kind of self aim the shots for you. It's not about being accurate here. It's about spraying bullets because there's a million enemies. And Dark Angel has made an appearance. What is up, Dark Angel? How are you doing? And yeah, that $25 super chat from GC13. She is awesome. Thank you very much. That's amazing. She's so great. Every time she stops in, she does that. Another one of our amazing patrons too. You rock, GC, and she got a big kick out of that interview too. I love when other developers come in and see developers get a kick out of watching them, talk about it. And she seemed like she really got a kick out of them being here. So yeah, thank you for coming by and doing that. It was a lot of fun. I'm super happy with the game, and I'm very proud of these guys for doing what they've done. But we have something else to show now, guys. Let's say goodbye. So we'll say goodbye to Fingergun for a little bit till everybody goes by it.
Should we give a key to Fingergun away while we got?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I almost forgot. Let's give a key to Fingergun away. Let's do that first, D. You got to keep me on track, yo.
Dude, do you not see the name? I'm so fucking tired, D, I can't think straight. So
I got you, D. Don't worry.
All right, but the list is the list, the spreadsheet, whatever you want to call it. The names are there.
Yeah, right.
The spreadsheet's good. That'd be good.
Yeah, let's give Fingergun. $14.99 on App Lab. You guys can go get it right now. It is out. It is ready to roll. And it's a good game.
There it is.
Look at that wheel. So pretty. Look at all those names.
I know. We got a lot on there today.
I like it.
Yep.
Holy crap. We're 2 hours in already, guys.
I know, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not going to go too much longer. We're going to give some games away. We're going to talk about a few things we have upcoming.
And then we'll give some more things away.
Oh, did Mateo
Cody?
step in?
Mateo!
Oh, Cody.
Let's spin that again because I know Mateo already has a key. So we'll spin that again. I didn't even see Mateo in here. It was
I didn't see him
early on.
Thank you for stopping by. And that's a good plug. Mateo is coming in to see us on July 21st. He is coming in to see us. I actually will be in Toronto. I'll be doing the show from Toronto. I'll be in Canada, Todd.
I know, right? I'd say come see me, but you'll be like 5-day drive.
I know, right?
D fine? I think D fine.
Nice. Look at that. Congratulations, Define Tech, on winning probably one of the best hand tracking games that you'll find out there. I'm going to say it. Definitely one of the best hand tracking shooters you'll find out there. I love this game. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, congratulations. And Mateo 311 is coming in. He is going to be our next I think he's going to be our next guest, right, Todd?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. We have one more. We don't have the date set yet.
Yeah, we don't have a date set for the next big guy, and I can't wait for this one to come in. He's going to be a blast.
Yeah, why don't you announce it? Yeah, we kind of finalized this. We were all set to do it. We just have to give him a date because he's like whatever. He's like, I'll make it work.
He's like, I'll make it work. Just tell me when.
Because he really wants to come on, and I thought that was super cool. So
I was
next
hoping he'd
guest
be
is
here
going to
tonight,
be,
but I haven't seen him. But our next guest will be, sadly, it's Bradley.
Hell yeah, man. Sadly, it's Bradley's going to come in and chat with us, hang out, man. We just got to figure a day. It's probably going to be sometime in July, maybe August. We'll see. Because we're July is here, man, now, and we already have Mateo, and we have Alexander Clark coming in too from Starcade Arcade. So it's going to get busy.
Yeah.
And but I can't wait to see sadly it's Bradley. He's super.
And I'll be away one week, so we might have to have a seat filler, and it can't be him.
Yeah, you know what? We haven't seen. I think I'm going to message Z Storm right now. Actually, that you reminded me. I'm going to message him and see if he'll want to come in and sit with us. It's been a while since we've seen our friend Z D.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I know.
He can warm up my chair any day.
I know, right? He's like a really good seat warmer for you, Todd. Because
that's right.
He likes us coming in and hanging out. So as long as he's
got out in the multiverse. I think we hit our 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we probably hit our 2 hours, right?
Yep. No worries. That's cool. It happens. We're a little bit long tonight because of the 2 separate interviews, but
they're getting busier and busier in the multiverse, which is great for them. So we are unable to overlap like we used to be able to. So it's all good.
That's cool though. 2 hours is really enough in there, and we are going to try and keep these shows at 2 hours or under. But sometimes we have a difficulty.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Like tonight, because we have some cool stuff to announce. So let me announce this first. We had that giveaway, the Shadowgate giveaway. We have 6 winners from the Shadowgate giveaway that we're going to announce, and we'll try and get a post up in the Facebook group. Todd, can you post that in the Facebook group later? The winners for me?
Yep. I'll do it before I jump into Zenith.
Yeah, just because they're going to be contacting you anyway, so it's just better if you do that. But we'll have a new one starting tomorrow. But the winners so far right now of the first, we are giving away 3 of the Shadowgate shirts that I showed you guys, which I think I still have right here. I can show you. So this bad boy.
Yep.
We've got 3 of those to give away, and then we have 3 of the microfiber cloth winners, right?
Yeah.
We got 3 of these guys.
I took mine upstairs. Yeah, those.
Yeah, super cool. So let me tell you who the winners were of those, and I'm going to tell you what is coming with the next giveaway starting tomorrow. All right, so Shadowgate shirt winners, we have Eric Foss, Foss. Congratulations, Eric Foss. We have David Lee Whitmire, won another shirt, and Aaron McDonald. Those are the 3 winners of the shirts. Congratulations to you all. Guys, we had, I think, I don't even know how many entrants, Todd, but we had over like almost 75,000 people view these posts for the week that we ran this.
Wow.
That's crazy. 75,000 people viewed the post, and we had hundreds and hundreds of people get into it. And then we had 3 microfiber cloths to give away. Elise Horton, Troy Gillis, our buddy Troy Gillis won microfiber cloth, and Craig Sonis was the other microfiber cloth. So congratulations to all of them. Those are some amazing things to get, but I'm going to do you one better. I have a better thing that you can see. Ready? Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that. That is the coolest thing ever, right? This is a Shadowgate wand that our buddy, Mr. Schmashelhoff. What's up, Taz? Good job on this wand. So I just got this package yesterday, and this is so cool, man. It's all 3D printed. You made this beautiful stand that says Shadowgate, and
I did the printing. I did not do the designing.
Right. Yeah. This is
all props go to Dave's team.
Yeah, Adam from Dave's team, the designer from Dave's team, and Tass worked really, really hard together to get these things done.
Yeah.
And this is a beautiful wand. One of the wands. Yeah, there's Tass. Got one right there. And this thing is gorgeous, man. This looks really, really good. It's got the gem in the top. It's done really well. And the stand, everybody is going to want one of these on this.
Put the end into the stand there, Masher. Put the bottom end into underneath the ring.
Oh, is that how you were doing it? Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I like it the other way. It shows it off better.
Yeah. But the gem is actually made from a silk plastic, so it gives a lot more shine and shimmer and shine to it. And then the wand is from a nice brown, but it's a very sturdy brown, so you don't have to, shouldn't be worried about breaking it.
Yeah, no, this isn't going anywhere. This is like, watch me break this. Holy shit. Could you imagine, Tass?
Oh my God, don't break it.
No, he's like, Eric, don't do it. Don't do it.
I've stressed him pretty hard. It's a good material.
Dude, you could take this in and play wands with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna duct tape this to my controller and go play Shadowgate.
Yeah, right. That's what you should do.
Poke yourself.
Actually, it's funny we say that because in talks, I mean, this has been going on for months that we've been designing these things. Or when I say we, I was actually in the conversation. That's about all I. That's about all I put forward.
That was his input. Yeah.
But we've been designing these for months, and our initial talks were, do we want to make this like a controller setup where we actually have it to where it connects to the controller?
On the ring.
Make it something you could use in game, and it's a cool idea, but I mean, it wouldn't really do anything for you at that point. I think it's way better as a decorative piece. And who would not want one of these on their? I mean, I cannot wait to put this on
sitting on my shelf. Yep.
Yeah, Todd's gonna get one. Todd's getting one. D, you need to get one.
I know. I should.
Yeah. So everybody's asking, when is the Beat Saber dice going to happen? So
just bring them out.
So I did get these bad boys. I'll move this. I did get these two bad boys.
They're actually pretty cool. I'd put them on my shelf, even though
those aren't even the shiny ones. That's the matte ones.
Oh, I can't wait to burn these motherfuckers.
Dude.
I think
I'm gonna melt.
Fumes,
one over a Roman candle.
Not good.
I think a Roman candle would work perfect.
I might drill a hole in this thing and put M80s inside of it and blow these fuckers right up.
There you go.
That would be funny.
This is going to be so much fun. You think we could get Beat Games to come and watch our show if we blew these up on air?
No.
No, you don't think they would come watch it?
And we definitely know that you're never reaching ambassador level.
No, this is not going to happen. Oh, man. Maybe if I said, hey, I won't blow them up if you make us ambassadors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, Shadowgate, though, back to it's awesome. Yeah. They have been great to work with. Dave's awesome. And there's some other cool stuff coming that, I think's all around.
Yeah, we're doing a whole thing here for Shadowgate. This is not something that's going to be just, like this week. We've been doing 35 days of Shadowgate. We had a little break in between the one contest and the next one because we're waiting for these wands. I didn't want to do the next contest until I was able to show the wands off. So now that we have them, we'll get some pictures. I'll get some pictures taken tomorrow. We'll get it set up, and then Todd will do his magic, make some graphics, and we'll get the next contest set up. Todd's been doing a kick-ass job with all the graphics, even with Fingergun. Todd helped out a ton with Fingergun. Any of the graphics that you see on SideQuest that we have promos on SideQuest right now, Todd, you did all those graphics and you did a killer job. I mean, they had the stuff for him, but you had to go through and actually make them work with the SideQuest weirdness that they have with their banner, which it wasn't easy. They have like specifics that you have to have, and Todd under the crunch time, Todd got some shit done. So you rock.
Yeah, it was crazy fast. Like, you just called me up. You're like, dude, I need these done. I need these fixed. What do I do?
I know, right?
Give me a minute.
And he had them done. Yeah, these are really nice too. I really love this part. It looks pretty good.
It's got some nice detail on it.
Yeah,
they did a really good job.
And these are winnable prizes only. They will not be purchasable.
Yeah, all this stuff is going to be special. You know what I mean? And we're not just going to. We have 2 to give away right now for this contest. We'll do more. We might do a different design. We don't know yet. It might be more of these. Might be a different design, but we're going to do more. And I just saw today, guys. I just got an email from Dave. I saw the coins. The coins are done, and they're
the coins look awesome,
and they're heavy, and they're like that big. And they're double-sided, and they're gonna be amazing. And we're gonna give some of those away too. Not with this contest, because I want to wait till I get them first to show them before we do it. This one's gonna be 2 wands, 2 shirts, 2 wands, 2 shirts, Actually, you know what? Let's do 2 wands, 2 shirts, 2 microfibers, and we'll do that. So there'll be 6 giveaway winners again, and we're gonna run this for like another 10 days. We'll starting tomorrow. We'll run it for like a week to 10 days. We'll either draw the winners next Thursday or the following Thursday. We'll kind of see how the contest goes.
Come on, Tass, you slacker. You should put an LED light in the end of that wand.
I know.
Seriously,
we talked about
that
it.
would
We
be
actually,
cool, dude. Why didn't you do that?
we did talk
Cardi
about
B,
it.
you're hired.
That takes some electrical skills with hooking up a battery, buying the diode, put in there. Thought about it. I actually was thinking about making the lamp Beat Saber cubes, putting lights into those.
Why would you ever want to do that garbage?
Because people will buy them.
Because people will buy them.
Yeah, the right people will buy them. I would rather.
I've actually I already sold a pair of the cubes to someone
really?
who. Yeah.
Nice.
To someone who likes the game.
Well, to put them on, like I said, they're good shelf
Who the
items.
hell
I
was
would stick
that?
them on my shelf. They're
Yeah.
very VR noticeable items that belong in any studio, I think.
The
Melted or
werewolf
not melted.
Veraza is going to come get me from my background. Mepper.
Oh yeah, all right. I like it. I like it. So yeah, that's cool. That's going to be coming up, guys. So again, congratulations to the winners of the other contest, and look out for the wands, the Shadowgate wands. Look out for these soon.
Existing winners
they are
for
coming.
last week's contest, the Facebook post is up now. So
look at that. There you
see
go.
them up there now.
There you go. Just get in touch with Todd, and then I will. And then Todd will we'll gather all that info, and I'll make sure I get it all sent out either from me or from Dave. Probably from me for the shirts, and then probably from me for everything. So we'll rock and roll and get that set up. All right, guys, where are we at next here? Let's give away some more stuff.
Yeah, everybody loves giveaways.
Hell yeah, we got. So what do we got left to give away? We have Little Cities. Let's talk Little Cities real quick, Todd. Why don't you give us an update on what's going on with Little Cities?
Little Cities had their hand tracking update happen today, so you do not need controllers anymore in the game. It is all done with the magic of fingers.
You know who likes
Where you
magic
can-
fingers?
You can, flip your arm over to get access to all the different menu systems. You can pick up the little things and put them wherever you want them. And
That's awesome.
I didn't get a chance to get in there today. I meant to, but I'm very much I'm really big fan of that game. So it's one of the first, or close to the first VR games that I had to review that I actually finished, and enjoyed every minute of it. So I can't wait to try it now without controllers. It'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I reached out to End Dreams, and they were super happy to give us a key to give away on the show tonight. So
we really love these guys. Number one, Purple Yonder. The developers, Purple Yonder. Thank you guys for making a great game. Thank you for giving the key, and then the publishers, Jimmy Bowers, End Dreams. What was the new community manager's name again, Todd?
Scott Emerson.
Scott.
Like that.
Right. Thank you, Scott, for doing that, and congratulations on your new position there. End Dreams is huge, guys. There's so much going on there. We really appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you for a minute, just because we're gonna bring the wheel up, man.
Yeah,
And
do it.
we'll see you again here soon. All right, thanks. All right, let's give Little Cities away. Actually, yeah, let's give Little Cities away, then In Death Unchained, and then we have a shirt to give away.
We have Guns and Stories as well.
Holy
Let's leave
frig,
In Death
dude!
to the end.
Yeah. All right, In Death will be last. All right, let's do Guns and Stories first. Guns and Stories. Fingergun. Guns and Stories, Little Cities, and then we'll give away the In Death and then the shirt. Holy moly. We're giving away too much shit, dude. Guys, can I get a hashtag D in chat? Hashtag D in chat if you think we need, yeah, DEE if you think we should keep giving away this much stuff, or we should slow it down. Hashtag D. Hashtag D.
So wait, hashtag D, whether you keep it going or slow it down.
Yeah, no. Hashtag
No.
D if you think we should keep it going and giving away this much shit.
Uh,
What the actual bat?
well,
What the bat?
Bat.
What?
Oh, I never got that sound clip. I forgot about that.
We need it, bro. Gotta go get it.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
what's
sure.
And I got to make myself a GIF for the guys at Miru Studio.
It's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
No, it's not a GIF. It's a GIF.
Rattlehead. Rattlehead.
Hey, nice.
I think so. Oh,
got
Diane
a
might
rattle?
steal it.
Diane.
Oh, that's so close.
So close.
Guns and Stories, fantastic game. I love this. And that was that from Mickey Burr? Was that one of the ones for Mickey Burr?
I think so, yeah.
I know Vacation Simulator was, I think, too. So thank you again, Mickey Burr, for donating Vacation Simulator, and I think for donating Guns and Stories. You rock, Mickey Burr. You're the best, man. Thank you for Mickey Burr has donated so many games, as well as Troy Gillis and Felipe and D and
Guido.
a ton. Yeah, Guido has done
VR
a ton.
Guy, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, you guys all rock. Why does it keep timing out Ryan Brandon? He didn't even say anything about finger banging on that one. All his thing was I said I made a GIF.
I made a GIF of my GIF.
I made a GIF of my GIF and it muted him out. Wolf Rider says, congrats, one of my first games, super fun. It's such a good shooter, man. I love this game, and it's got a funny, quirky little story with the grandfather telling like tall tales to his grandson, and it gets out of control. Yeah.
And it gets drunk, and the story gets more and more ridiculous, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, get a hold of Todd at lamplighter with 2 R's gmail.com. And Todd's been doing such a good job now with the new spreadsheet. I love it, man. Anything that makes less work for me, I love.
Yeah.
Fantastic. More work for Todd, less for for sure. All right, let's give away what do we got now? Let's give away
next one is Little Cities.
Little Cities. I love this game. It really is good. I can't wait to blow those Beat Saber blocks up. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to pick an episode to do that on. We got to figure out because I'm going to have to figure out how do I get myself outside and still streaming.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do it for my phone camera. Radio Run, I'm 100% down with that. We definitely need to get back to Legendary Tales. I would love to do it. Maybe we even stream it Saturday or something for a little while, or sometime next week maybe. But yeah, I'm down to get in.
Oh no, Kyle! Kyle's gonna get it!
Oh, nice! What a game, man! Kyle Kitchings. Congratulations, Kyle. What's his name today? Kyle what? I haven't really looked. Kyle,
Miru Studio.
I just won Little Cities Kitchen. He should. If he didn't, he should. Cool. Yeah, congratulations, man. It's a really good game, and you're going to love it. Cool.
Send me an email. You know the drill.
Yeah. So what do we got left? We got 2 games left. We got in-depth, and then we got the shirt. So let's tease what we have going on before we give this away. Todd, do you have anything coming this week?
I have Superfly coming this week.
Superfly.
It'll be a YouTube video, Facebook post with some free game keys.
Shit, yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
The giving just keeps on giving. Love it. Let's see. What do I have coming? So I have Wandering in Space that I recorded, but I'm going to go back in and re-record some of it because I was having issues and I want to go see if they fixed anything. And I kind of gave them a little bit of a hard time last night on Virtual Strangers because they launched today and the game was not ready to launch, and kind of told them that. They were in the chat last night and everything, so I felt a little bad, but we have to be honest, and it's always weird when you have to criticize somebody's game when they're there looking and you know that you're going to have to criticize it, right? But we can't.
Yeah, it never feels good.
I can't say I can't not tell everybody what I think about the game, and I can't change anything just because the developer's there. But doesn't mean I think that the game is bad. Doesn't mean I think that the game shouldn't be played. I just think it needs a little bit of time, and I'm willing to go back in, and I'm going to go back in. So I think what my plan is, I'm going to try and record tomorrow a little bit of that to change my recording and see if it's any better. So we'll give it another chance, and maybe I'll use a mix of both recordings. So I'll try and get that out for you guys for Wandering in Space. I also do have my I still have my mod mic I got to do.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen because I need to be ready for Saturday with my mod mic. So tomorrow is mod mic day for sure, and then I still have my my Force Tube from Pros Tube sitting in the box, man.
You got tons of stuff to unbox, dude.
And then I gotta get this new guy installed at some point.
Yeah,
my new Shure mic, my Shure SM 7B.
He didn't read the fine print and read that it doesn't come with a cord. So
$399, and it doesn't come with a fucking cord. I mean, $400. You give me a cord. Give me the freaking condenser cable that you need to put this. That you need.
Nope.
I mean,
They don't come with cable.
Really? I mean, this
Mine
one
didn't come with a cable either.
This one did. It was half the price.
It's because it's a crappy USB mic.
It's not a crap. This is a Blue Yeti X, baby. Not a crappy mic. This is a good mic. This is a better mic, but come on, Shure. You're charging a ton of money. Give me a cord. So I went to put it together. I had no cord. I'm like, what the F, man? But hopefully this done. Hopefully the days of me not being able to do this and you can't hear what I'm saying because I'm looking this way. Hopefully those days are over, bro. Hopefully they're over.
God.
And I have my Go XLR now that I can use. That'll help too. So, all right. So enough about us. Let's give away some stuff. D, do you have anything? What are we doing? Are we playing this weekend? Are you big time with me or somebody else? Or are you breaking up with me or what?
We should play Call of Duty. Oh, I'm going away. Damn.
It's flat anyway, bro. We don't play flat.
I can just wear my headset.
I'm up to level now.
Here's what is going to happen. Here is what is going to happen. We are going to play some VR on Saturday night, guys. So come see us. We're going to play some After the Fall. Now? We're going to play Tarkov.
I was going to say that Tarkov wipe happened.
Tarkov got a wipe, guys. Tarkov got a wipe, so we're all starting from scratch. I did get in and do one raid the other day. I did a scav raid.
Speaking of Tarkov, look who pops up. Jim Hall.
Oh, he's lurking. Jim Hall, you're such a lurker. You're such a creepy.
Yeah, right. Real mics don't come with cords. That's right.
I know, you're right. I mean, I guess. I mean, but Jesus, I mean, give me a $12 cord. But I guess what Root said is right. He's like, you want a good cord. I mean, you buy that kind of a mic, you don't want to get just any cord, so you got to buy a decent cord. So my cord will be here tomorrow, and Todd said he's going to drive down and hook it up for me. Rob Perry says SM7B is kind of a close range mic from my experience, unless you crank it up with the booster. It is a close range mic, but the problem with the Blue Yeti X and that does not happen with the Shure is the Blue Yeti X. I have to talk right here, so I don't mind being close to it, but if I get here and I don't look at it, you lose my voice. So you have to literally be speaking into this section right here. Like you can't speak into here. You can't speak into here.
Or
not
here,
here,
so much, but right in this region.
Chords aren't that important in that length.
In short lengths. It's only when they get to be 200 feet long.
Yeah, I think I ordered a 10-footer
stage or something. Then they're important.
I think I ordered a 10-footer just so I'd have some extra room with it because I got to stretch it.
But tonight, speaking of VR, we're going into Zenith as soon as we're done with this. So
yeah, we need to get going so we can get into Zenith because I'm exhausted. I need to get into Zenith and I need to go pass out. All right, let's finish it up and we'll get to rocking.
All right, this is for Death Unchained.
Zenith, so
what's that, D?
I said I still got to update Zenith, so it's been that long.
Oh, really? Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I did either.
So we'll take a little break after this. Everybody update your stuff.
Yeah, might need like 15 minutes.
Is Jim Hull on the list?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Jim also says SMB needs to stay close to them. Yeah, I'm okay with staying close to it. It's just that I don't want to have to speak like right here. I want to be able to move a little bit. And I think the quality sounds a little bit better. I like my Blue Yeti X. I do. One of the biggest reasons I'm getting rid of it, it doesn't work with my Go XLR. So I can't, there's no way to hook it up.
Correct.
It's a USB mic to a condenser Go XLR. So it doesn't work.
Ubo Sizer.
Sizer.
Hey.
Nice. Scissor PL. Congratulations on Death Unchained. One of D's favorite games.
It is. And you know what? They decided to keep those sigils in. So that's a permanent fixture now.
Oh, they did. Okay, that's cool. Because you know what? I didn't have a chance to get in and do it. So that's cool that I can go back in and do it. So
my numbers ain't good for any of them, but now I can practice. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Scissor PL, and hopefully you're watching later and you'll message Todd. So always check later if you guys you have to go to bed or you can't make it, because you never know. So that's why it's always
not
good to come
chasing you.
back and watch later. Because again, we can't. It's just too hard for us to go and try and find everybody. You have to contact us. Otherwise, we just have to move on and give it away to somebody else. So it's always important for you to, if you think you come and watch again and just kind of zoom through it. And Dee will stamp it eventually to where you can just zoom to that one spot, but she'll have it stamped before we get to the next week at least. So you can check it out. Okay, let's give away a shirt, Todd. Let's give away a Q2C VR gamer shirt. And we have a whole bunch of shirts. Guys, anybody, not a whole bunch of shirts, but we have a whole bunch of stuff. Anybody who's gotten something recently, I'm still waiting on Felipe to give me some photos. Actually, no, Felipe sent photos. Who am I waiting on? I'm waiting on Mickey Burr to get me his photo.
Mr. Tasselhoff.
I'm waiting on Tasselhoff to give me his
all
photos.
the Patreons.
Yeah, Karina Stimson's shirt just went out. If you're watching, Karina, your shirt just went out. We had some issues getting a Manitoba address. It was a little funky. They didn't want to take the zip code for where she is in Manitoba. But we finally did get that figured out, and that is on its way. And some other people, Orlin Hooper got his, and he said we'll take a pic this weekend. Awesome, can't wait to see it. And we got a few other people. We want to get everybody into the roll call at the end to show. But yeah, we like to see the merch, and only if you want to. If you don't feel you want to put your picture up there, you can just take a picture of the shirt itself. But we prefer to see it on you if you want to.
Yeah. Kuba92 says, "Where are we meeting in Zenith?" And we will be meeting on Hydrosplat West.
Yep.
And we will be at Brim's Tavern is where we'll go.
Brim's Tavern, and Dee will be singing on the stage at Brim's Tavern.
Yeah.
What are you going to sing tonight, Dee?
She's singing the theme song to The Little Mermaid.
Oh, nice. Is there a theme song to The Little Mermaid?
Yeah, she
sent
me a text
where
earlier.
The people are. I want to see. Want to see them dancing. There you go.
I love it. Can you give us a little more?
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen it. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't do it.
Hey, can you give us a couple lines of the "Kiss the Girl" song? Sha la 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 la.
Ain't that sad and a shame? Too bad you wanna kiss the girl. I don't know.
I love it. Bluebell has stopped in and says, "Hey D, Todd, and Eric, and chat. How you doing, Bluebell?" Bluebell got a chance to meet us for the first time. I think was it this week or the first time in our patron show prep. It was cool to see Bluebell.
Yeah.
She got a chance to stop in. She hung out with us. It was a lot of fun. We had a fun
Bluebell.
Cool little night. And if any of you guys want to come and join us for our Patreon prep meetings, again, we have a ball. We usually get at least probably 10 to 15 people in there. And you get to see the process. You get to see what me, Dee, and Todd go through to make these shows happen. And Tass, when he is working with us as well, when he can make it in, you'll see the process of how it happens. And you'll get to give some input on what you want to see on the show and what you want to see us cover. And you get to see some cool shit. Like I can tell you that the patrons have gotten a chance the last couple of weeks to see stuff that I'm not allowed to show anybody, and I probably shouldn't be showing the patrons, but we did anyway. And you get some cool stuff. You get a chance to win some cool stuff too, because we do giveaways just for the patrons. We give away some product and stuff like that we have extra lying around here because we always have a ton of stuff. So come and hang out with us if you want. You just go to Patreon. Todd will put the link up there for our Patreon. And,
yeah, I just had it up. I just took it down.
I think it's for as little as $3.99 a month. I think you can get in and do that. It's a lot of fun, and the support really helps. Things are crazy expensive. The new mic, $400. I'm not kidding, guys. My wife's ready to kick my ass. I bought this Go XLR and this mic, and it's almost $1,000.
That's why she's like, "I'm out. I'm going to Jersey."
She's like, "I'm out of here." Yeah, two things that you need for your audio to make the audio better, and we're just trying to make everything as high quality as we can. And you're talking $1,000, and that's straight out of the pocket. So any little bit helps, and we do appreciate it. All the super chats, any of the donations, you guys all rock. And again, just being here and giving us a thumbs up, guys. Please, before we go, come give us a thumbs up. We have 22 thumbs up right now. There are like 40 people here, guys. Thumbs up. It really helps. It's a simple thing, but it really helps the algorithm. And then while we're doing that, let's spin this baby. Get out of here, yo. Go hang out in Zenith. What's up, Guido? How you doing, man?
All right, there we go. This is for a Q2C t-shirt. You can go to the website and pick which one you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Pick the one with me on it. I think Amber?
Could be Amber.
Oh,
It's gonna
Amber
be Amber.
Manzer. Oh, that's cool. I don't think Amber Manzer's ever had a chance to win anything. That's awesome. Congratulations, Amber Manzer. Good for you.
Awesome.
I hope that everything is good and that you pick out a cool thing. Todd, if you can send put the link up for our Etsy store, just to take a look. Amber, pick what design you want. I think we have about 10 different designs of different shirts that you can do. You can pick your design and let me know size and color, and we'll send it out to you. And
It's easy just to go there and then click on the shop button in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try and type it all up.
All right, let's bring Tass in real quick before we say goodbye, because Tass is in Brim's Tavern in Zenith. There it is. We're gonna be there. Are you in Hydrosplat?
Yes, I am.
It's still there. I had my doubts.
Yeah, right. It's gone. All right, so you're gonna. So everybody, go to get Zenith if you don't have it. Go download it. Do the update. Give us about 15 minutes, and then what you can do: go to Hydrosplat West for the server. Go to Brim's Tavern, and you can go hang out with Tass until we get there. And then D will be dancing on that stage behind Tass in a few minutes.
No.
What do you mean no?
Sing the Little Mermaid. What?
You're gonna sing your
I
Little
just
Mermaid?
did already. Everybody got it.
Yeah, but
so
you're gonna do it. You got to do it in VR. Where's
Maybe.
Techno Glitch?
Okay.
Man? The last time we were here,
Tassel
Techno
do it.
Glitch was singing.
He was up there singing "Pour Some Sugar on Me." It was
Oh,
great.
I love it. I love it.
It's always a good time in there when you get a bunch of people.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
I'll smack your laptop. Bad
Did you
mojo.
really?
I did.
No.
Punch the laptop.
Actually, yeah. Something, I heard my USB going on and off, so something happened.
Ouch.
Oh, that's funny.
My brother says he's still wearing his hoodie all the time. Cool. Thanks, Tass. Thanks for being in there. We'll see you very shortly.
Yep, sounds good.
Good night. Good night, man. All right, guys, that is going to be it for our show, but we're not done. Come hang with us for a little while, and Zenith, it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to try and do this more often. It's just an easier way for us to get in and have some fun too while we get to hang out with you guys. So that is for our show. Come see us next Thursday. We have lots of cool stuff to talk about. And anything else, guys? I think that's pretty much it, right?
Nope.
Virtual Strangers
channel,
on
lots of things coming.
Saturday night live stream. We're going to be live streaming something probably after the fall. I think I finally got that figured out. We're going to go in. D's going to help me build my guy back up because I'm in a new platform now. So come after the fall. We may get into something else, but definitely after the fall. Then we're going to Tarkov. We're going to kick some ass in Tarkov.
In a minute.
Come see us Saturday night for the live stream. We always have a ball in there. And then come see us on Sunday, or come see Virtual Strangers on Sunday for Roots and Wes talking all things virtual reality on Sunday. All right, guys. That is it for me. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Peace.